Hello. I'm so sweet, right? Hello. Welcome to All Signs. It is Wednesday. I had to think about it for a second. I'll be starting off around 444 for Aries. For some reason, I've been taking forever to do my intros. So hello, everybody. Welcome to, this is my favorite All Signs. This is just who or what's coming towards you. The person that's coming towards you, the energy and that they're coming in. And I also do Aries through Pisces for every zodiac sign. So if you are new to my channel, hello, thank you for being here. And if you are an OG, you know that you are you guys my team, right? You guys are my cheerleaders. I love you guys. And thank you for being here. All my mods too. Everybody's here. Debbie and Romy and Anne, Elizabeth and Lisa. And we have Debbie, OT, Lori. How are you guys? Make sure the girl she's always coming in first up sometimes. Make sure you're coming in, telling me your sign, who you're here for. Bring your energy. I'm always live because I need people's energies. I'm a Scorpio. I need to thrive with you and read with you. So but I try not to talk during, so the timestamps will be up. And so during your reading, just know each zodiac sign, I start from Aries all the way to Pisces. And then for each zodiac sign, I also do the person on your mind, Aries through Pisces, a quick message. So make sure you do hit that like button, say happy birthday to Leo. We're still in Leo season. You could win a personal reading. I do this every month. So hello, everybody. I do have some new decks I'm using, and so I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way because I know a lot of people will ask. So if anybody asks during the live, I'm going to show it now. I've been buying a bunch of new decks, and I'm loving them, and apparently you guys are too. I have the Earth Tarot, Woman Tarot. This one is really sweet. This is one we'll be using today, and this is by Tarn Ellis, all right? And I have the Daydream Tarot deck. This one is super cool. This is the one with the guy with the eyes. All right, I love that. I do have the Mystic Storyteller Tarot. Archer sent that to me. This is his. He said he is retiring his. So Amanda Hughes, I guess I'm going to be taking this one up. He sent me a few decks, but I've got so many. I'm going to just, got to let them absorb into my energy. And I also have this deck called Under the Oak Tarot that I have not used yet either. And this one is Los Scarabeo and Wonderland Tarot. All right, this one is super cool too. This is one I've been using as well. So these are the new cool decks that I've been using the most of. I have Joker Tarot deck that I will pick up every now and then. So if you have any questions, I just don't have the links up or anything like that. So hello. Yes, new decks. I have so many decks now, and I have a shelf here with all kinds on here, and I still have some in boxes still. I don't like doing that, but I like them to breathe a little bit. But this channel, I have so many. Oh, QQ. This is what I'm called to do. It's not work, it's not hard. Sometimes it can get, a little, but hey. All right, so I'm going to start with Aries. I think I'm going to start with the Earth Tarot. All right, yes, hello to everybody that's coming in. You have 10 decks now. It's good to rotate them. I get very comfortable with certain ones, and then sometimes even my favorite ones that I have just don't connect right now. It's not the right, they just don't feel right. So I have to rotate them. Thank you, April. April, did you put a B there instead of a P, or has that always been a B? I remember that's on next on my list, a new pair of glasses. My 2 pairs just don't work anymore. All right, Aries. So who is coming towards you? Who's coming towards my Aries? Let's go. Bye. I don't have enough room for my face right now, so you guys can listen to my voice. All right, Aries. So what's the energy coming? Who's coming towards you is what we're looking at. So we want to see the energy coming towards you, your energy as well, because it shows me, are you attracting this in? Is this what you're looking for? There's nobody coming towards my eyes with a laser. Never. I can't even handle eye drops. All right. Let's see. Aries. What's the energy? All right. So you got the 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So let's see what this load of BS is, right? Let's see what's going on. You need somebody to come help you out. Come on, come over and help me out here. You know, it looks like, you know, I'm going to say that things are starting to look good for you, though, because, you know, that's an energy of your hard work is done. It's paying off, right? So let's see what kind of goodies is coming your way. What's your energy in love? You have the Queen of Swords. So we do see a person also on your mind or around you, but you're giving off a very awesome energy here. Like you're feeling complete, you're feeling good, you're starting to see things differently. Maybe you're starting to take a look at the bigger picture and you're breathing a little bit. You could be making some choices, you know, you need somebody to make something right maybe, and you know it, or you just feel like things have been going good and you're feeling like maybe, you know, I want fairness, right? This is always the Queen of Swords. I'm always being kind, I'm always being graceful, and I expect the same from others, right? So I always want to remind you guys that when I pull the card for you, if this is not the energy that you're feeling called to, this is the card I'm pulling for you. So this is showing me that this might be the energy you're meant to embrace right now, right? It's more of the Queen of Swords, the energy. It doesn't matter if male, female, but this is, you know, speaking your truth, stepping up and making sure, hey, you know, I'm not a doormat here. You know what I mean? You got to make things right. So what's the challenge here? The Knight of Pentacles, something or someone just taking their sweet time. Right? It seems like they always got something to do. They're always busy. They may put their routines, their priorities in front of everything else. It seems like they're somebody who is just hard to get this person to change their ways, right? They kind of get stuck in their head, stuck in their routines. But you know something about this, it's a problem. It seems like a problem in the moment because you might not be seeing the end game. You might be feeling like things are stuck. You might be feeling, but it's stuck for a reason. But also an energy like this is someone who, you know, putting the work in, you will see somebody who will stick it through to the end. All right. So this is somebody that coming towards you that you might be dealing with some sort of challenge, right? But we'll see their intentions of making something work for you. So you got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here, and we do see this 10 of Wands. So this can be somebody here that just feels like, look, I've got a lot on my plate. I have a lot of responsibilities, and this relationship can sometimes get heavy too, and we just got to figure out how to move forward. So let's see the energy coming towards you. Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Page of Swords. All right. So you see somebody coming back around to talk. Somebody here coming back around to figure something out, like make plans with you. All right, I want to talk to you. I want to hang out with you. I want to see where things go. But, you know, sometimes things get a little bit hectic or heavy for us or heavy for me. And I can't always give you the energy that you want. So this is where the Queen of Swords is saying, I need fairness. It seems like you put a lot of work into something, Aries, and you want somebody to follow through. You want somebody to make plans with you and not make broken promises. You know, how many times have we been down this road, right? Now, this could be you've been down this road with other people, so you're really nervous or cautious about every person that comes your way. You may be feeling like if somebody's not responding to you quick enough, right, or it's delayed messages, what the hell's going on? You know, I've dealt with this before. And so there could be a panic button going on, right? You feel like somebody's procrastinating. You feel like somebody's somebody's not putting in the effort that you're putting in. All right, but things could surprise you. I am seeing the Wheel of Fortune with the Page of Swords, and I'm seeing somebody here that, you know, has you on their mind, very interested in, you know, talking to you. So let's see what they want with this connection. And I see the Ace of Pentacles, all right? So this is, look, Aries, all right, this is real for me. All right, you're real for me. I understand your feelings. I see you, right? This is somebody that even looks at you like, man, you're looking good, right? Queen of Swords speaks her truth. She's very confident, and she can direct a room, right? And so you are definitely somebody who's very stunning, very charming, and very classy energy. But when you are not getting your way too, you can be very hardcore and straight to the point and very direct. You know, it might stress this person out a little bit, but you know what? Stress is good sometimes. And this person's saying to you, I am here. I want to start something with you. I definitely want to see where things go. So we could see a turning point here when it comes to somebody putting in the effort for this connection. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is what they want here. So it's somebody here. I just got truth. I got, you know, we both kind of, you know, we both see each other. We both see where this can go, you know, but what's the problem with that? And I see the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is showing me that it's gotta find its way to where you want to go. It looks like we're just getting started here. You know, even if this is a reconciliation with you, with somebody that's on your mind, this energy is, the doorway's open. It's here. What we choose to do with it and how we walk it it's up to the way, you know, we both respond to each other. But the Temperance card, this person really feels this vibe with you, feels very comfortable with, you know, how you guys work together when you are together or when you're talking. And things could really pan out for you. But it looks like it's going to take its time. It's going to be something that, you know, you just got to keep doing what you're doing and going the way you're going, right? But the Queen of Swords for you is being real with yourself. Is this something that I can work with? Right? Because if you're working with somebody who's always working and you just, you know, you're kind of taking your chances, you know, they text when they want to, or it just seems like it's a slow start. I will say this reading is saying it's a slow start, but it definitely has some treasure at the end of the road. But if you're looking for something here and now and want something more exciting, this one here might not be the one that's going to be that instant passion that you might be looking for. All right. So why is this coming towards you? And I have the Ten of Swords. And what does Spirit want you to know? The Three of Wands. It feels like Spirit's saying it's time for you to move on. It's time for you to pick yourself up and let somebody in. All right. The Ten of Swords. Some of you could be carrying a lot of pain or betrayal from the past and trust issues. And the Three of Wands is, you know, you don't see options out there, or you're afraid to allow new options in. Well, this reading here today is saying there's a new energy coming your way, a fresh energy, whether you want a new person or a new type of relationship coming your way. There's an opportunity for this on the horizon. But Spirit is saying you've got to learn to to trust again and to let this in, pick yourself up. And I am getting, for some of you, you know, it's about facing your truth. If somebody's procrastinating, if you feel like something's not going anywhere, it does look like with the Wheel of Fortune, this person coming back around, right? They're going to keep coming back around as long as you keep that door open for them. It might take forever and it might be a pain in the ass and it might not be the way you want it to show up. But as long as you're focused on it and want it, it's going to come back around. But then it becomes a karmic lesson and broken promises. So this same person may come back in, you know, but is it going to, you know, be the same, right? You're taking your chances. The Ten of Swords can be saying it might be time to pack up and say, see ya. All right. So let's see what I get for a message for you. And then we'll look at Aries through Pisces, see the energy they're coming in, and anything else Spirit has for you. I have a Sag energy. I have Earth and I have an air energy for you here. You know, the thing is that there was a comment the other day, all the signs are here. I don't know what I can do. You know, all the signs show up in general readings, but people like their signs called out. And I do say it's not really about the sign, but people really do like their signs. So there could be a little bit of jealousy and possessiveness that happens with you and somebody in your life. This type of person could be coming back around. Remember, I'm feeling a vibe of somebody new as well too. But the jealous and possessive, and you deserve better than me. So somebody really does feel like you are one of a kind, and you definitely deserve somebody who'll put more effort into this relationship with you. All right. If this is somebody that has caused you a lot of grief, the Ten of Swords. All right. And then I find you very incredibly attractive. So if it's a new person and or this other person, we're still seeing here, it's nothing about the way you look. You're hot, you're fire. All right. And somebody is really attracted to you. Let's see Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries through Pisces. All right, so let's see the person that's on your mind, Aries, and let's see their energy. And, you know, sometimes Spirit will give me the challenge and the potential. We'll see what happens. Aries. All right, Aries. Aries through Pisces. Aries. All right, 3 of Swords. All right. So, you know, obviously somebody, you know, hurting you, putting that jab in that heart of yours, right? And, you know, though the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords showing up in your first initial reading is saying, and you've been through something, you've been through the hardest part, and it's time to step up and make a decision. There looks to be an energy of sadness between you and another Aries. Really disappointed. I disappointed you. Maybe you disappointed them. Who knows? You could be mirroring each other. And it's hard for both of you. Right now, there seems to be a separation. I feel like this is doing the body good here with this separation. It might only be temporary. If it was the 10 of Swords in this position, I might say it's completely over. But right now, it looks like you guys still might be in this place of needing to separate. Taurus, we have the Devil card. So we're seeing maybe this is where some jealousy or possessiveness with the Taurus, some addiction here. It could be any kind of addiction. I'm addicted to you. I'm obsessed with you. The sexual energy between you and a Taurus, right? But there's some unhealthy habits and unhealthy energy between you and a Taurus. And so this is showing up. It doesn't mean it can't be possible to make it work, but we definitely have to work through something to make it stable. So we are seeing the Devil energy show up. And we have Gemini showing up as the King of Wands. So Gemini is super happy, super positive, pulling in that Leo energy and is very confident, right? And so feeling like, you know something, I think we got it going on. I think we have a lot of fire for each other. And I think there's potential for us to really make this work, all right? Cancer, the Justice card. So we've got this, you know, Libra energy here with the Cancer. And it's, I really want to be real with you. I want to be honest with you. So this energy that's showing up can be, you know, look, I'm telling you the truth. So if you're getting the truth from your Cancer, take it for what it is. If it's not what you want to hear, but you're getting the truth, take it for what it is. But regardless, they are showing up as being honest, you know, finding closure, maybe even a commitment for some of you. So it is real energy, real good energy. It could even be an apology. Leo, King of Swords. There is your air energy as well with a Leo. So it looks like Leo matching your frequency. Leo's like, look, you know, we think alike. You know, I love conversing with you. I'm interested in you, you know, and I've got my mind on you, right? So I'm stepping up. You may get some communication. This is a Leo that, you know, is being serious, kind of being direct, right? So they're not going to be throwing their emotions out all over the place right now. So it could be a serious talk between some of you. But I do see they are showing up and they want to talk, they want to connect, and they are showing up as a king. So that's a plus. Virgo, 7 of Cups. Virgo's like, you know, I'm thinking about you. You know, I see possibilities, all right? You're on my mind. You know, I fantasize about a possible future here. But sometimes I wonder if, you know, this is possible, all right? So there is still an energy of uncertainty, but you guys definitely have feelings for each other. Libra, we have the Strength card. All right, so they're like, you know what, there's just too much here. I feel like a connection, and I feel like there's just, you're somebody who calms me down, you know, but there might be some doubt between the two of you, and it's like, can we try to get past this, because there's definitely a connection here. Scorpio, 6 of Pentacles. Scorpio's like, I got your back, right? Scorpio over here saying, you know, I think you're right. I think I need to put some effort into this. You know, you're worth it. All right. So it looks like you could be bringing a balance, and Scorpio could be bringing a balance to this relationship. Sagittarius, 4 of Swords. It looks like Sag is saying, I just need a break. I need a temporary break. So they may go silent. You may still be silent from a Sag, but I look at this card as this is a good energy saying this is somebody that wants to give you guys a little bit of space to make sure that you're not making the wrong decision, right? Or they want to make the right decision. So there could be a reconciliation on the horizon. Capricorn, 4 of Wands. Cap's like, hey, you know what? I'm serious about you. I'm serious about this. I've thought about plans with you. Aquarius, the High Priestess, kind of being silent right now, but they're observing you and taking note about what's going on. So I am seeing some silence here. Pisces, King of Cups. So we got a king here with a Pisces, and Pisces is like, you know, I've got feelings for you, all right? And, you know, maybe I'm being a little bit reserved about them, but you do see maybe emotional conversation coming in with a Pisces. All right, guys, let's move on to my bull gang. Where's my bulls? I need some love from the bulls. I need you guys. All right, 23. You got to bring some of that comfort. All right. Taurus. Don't forget, say happy birthday on the comment on the video. It does help the video, guys, when you do comment. And also let me know if it resonates. I do respond to all my comments. Hello, Taurus. We're all getting some love. You know, in the beginning, Tauruses, you guys weren't always ones to say stuff. You know, you kind of always hung out in the background. And this was with other readers too, you know, it's kind of, and like, I don't know, on this channel, kind of, you guys all kind of pop out, come out of hiding, and it's really kind of cool. Right? You show love. All right. So sun, moon, rising. I know you're saying south node. So this is where you are comfy. Let's see. All right. Let's see. So let's see your energy and love and who's coming towards you. What kind of energy? What do they want? All right, High Priestess, right? So you got the High Priestess showing up in your reading already. So you're being blessed, all right? You're being blessed. Could be a Pisces energy, could be a Virgo. Sorry. That always reminds me of the axis of Pisces and Virgo. Do I know it's Cancer? Yes, all right, but I have my reasons. Your energy, the Chariot. Hey, Cancer energy, you have 2 major arcana already showing up for you. So look, Spirit's pulling you in the right direction, right? Spirit's driving the car. You know it. That's what keeps you going, right? You know, there's just this trust that's, you know, you have to have. Um, I think, you know, everybody's like Scorpio is the ones that don't trust, but you're my opposite sign. And I believe that Taurus is the card of trust, you know, the Empress too, Venus. I don't know. I feel like if you can't trust, you won't budge. And for some reason, spirit's got you moving forward, and there's this spiritual energy that is telling you, that is saying, I just got to go with this. You know, I might not be seeing all the signs I want. I might be, you know, things might be changing quickly or moving fast at times. But, you know, I don't know. There's something within me that says, you know, God's got me, divine's got me. I made it here for a reason, and there's something here for me. So there's just really a blessing here in this reading. What's the challenge? And I see the Eight of Pentacles. All right. So we are seeing here that there could be a pause or a break in a commitment, or it just feels like, you know, you're working on a commitment, you're trying to make something happen or make something work. You know, some of you could even really be working on healing, you know, and just kind of doing your own thing, your own business, just making things happen and working pretty hard, you know, and you're waiting for a payout, and we're looking at love, right? So, you know, this is, you're looking for your time to shine, you know, come on, right? You know, once you get going, you're committed forever. Where's my partner that's going to be doing the same thing? You know, I just want it to work. I want things to work. And this already is showing me that if it's a challenge, the Eight of Pentacles, you're in the Seven of Pentacles energy, which the Seven of Pentacles energy can be very frustrating at times, because it's like, God, am I working? Do I work harder? Do I work less? You start to second guess yourself. And that's where the High Priestess is coming in. And again, this is where your ego might be like, you know, what do I do? But spirit saying, just trust me, and let's go. So let's see the energy that's coming towards you. We have a King of Swords. So I can see why you might be feeling like this. You're dealing with a King of Swords, right? Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And sometimes people like this, they can pull away real quick, and, you know, or they can shut down their emotions real quick, and you just don't know, right? They're very protective of their emotions. It's not that they don't have emotions for you, and it does not mean that they're emotionally unavailable, you know, at all the time. Now, if there was a devil here, I would say, you know, back up. But with your energy and what you're attracting in, it tells me your person just might get a little rough around the edges, you know, when it comes to expressing their emotions. And they may go distant if they're not ready, or they may get real direct sometimes if they need to create a boundary or say something to you. And sometimes it's the opposite energy of you right now. It's an Aquarian energy, and you're more about feel, touch, you know, and you just want to feel good. And if you got an energy like this that can be really get you in your head, that doesn't feel very good, you know. But this person is showing up as a king. So let's see their challenge, the Eight of Wands. All right. So we are seeing that there is a lot of pressure on this person. And they could be kind of scattered. It could be scattered energy. Like they are all over the place at times. And one minute they're saying one thing, or they're doing one thing, and things are moving fast, but then all of a sudden things slow down, or they could get a heated conversation. Somebody may have said something that hurt your feelings. You know, this type of energy here, King of Swords and the Eight of Wands, is like, you don't want to get in an argument with that energy, because they will say exactly what needs to be said, and it'll hit that spot, right? They know how to hit the spot and say exactly what you honestly might need to hear, right? And you don't want to hear, because they're very honest. All right. They're very honest. Right. But the thing is that this person's under pressure though, too, you know, and they say things, or they pull back really fast, and things happen really fast, right? Or something intense happened between the two of you. Right. That's the way this person reacts. But it looks like the energy is shifting. It looks like, although they may have pulled back, it looks like there's a faster energy coming in. It looks like you both are very drawn to each other, and something is pulling you guys in the same direction. So you guys will find your way. It's just going to be a different route, right? And that's why, you know, you want somebody home, you want somebody with you, you want things on the same page. The Eight of Pentacles, you like things to be exactly in alignment and constantly perfect. And when it gets a little bit unstable, it might be making you nervous. But this person here, it looks as though you got the eights showing up for you. So it tells me that there's going to be a shift in energy and things will start moving ahead for you. And this is conversation coming in. Now, maybe this person's a little sharp or a little aggressive or a little bit passionate about the way they talk, and they might say things and you might take it personally. But what I see from this person here, though, is they're being honest, and they're just, sometimes they might just be quick or with the word or say things or quick to make judgments or, you know, but, you know, it's just a learning curve. You guys are different temperaments. What do they want with this connection? To make things right, all right? Because it looks like, you know, something has happened between the two of you that caused some grief, right? Whether it was, you know, struggling, misunderstanding, they hurt your feelings, or, you know, you hurt their feelings, or there's just been some separation between the two of you, and they backed up. But it looks as though this person wants to make something right with you, all right? And I do see the Four of Wands, all right? They know you miss them. They know that, you know, it's you guys both, right? It feels like that with the Four of Wands showing up here and the Five of Pentacles. You both are struggling with whatever this Seven of Pentacles is. You know, there's a roadblock, right? Something got in the way. Maybe something said something, you know, things were going smoothly. And then, you know, all of a sudden there was a turn, or somebody had to work, or somebody's, you know, your plans aren't matching. All right. But this is not what this person wants. This person wants to move forward here with that Four of Wands and see you. It's like, I'd rather be with you. I'd rather be connected with you. I struggle when we're not together. And when we are having a hard time, you know, all right, this is what's coming through, Taurus. When you guys are having a hard time or things happen quickly, this person may pull away, and it may instantly feel to you like, oh my God, this is it. What's going on, right? Or there's a big, huge problem, and you may hold on to it a little bit longer, but it looks like this person, you know, pulls away, but to think, and then comes back really fast, right? And when you guys are together, you guys are a lot happier. So it tells me whatever situation you're going on is going to be a quick, short-lived. It's going to be short-lived. And it looks like it might even make you guys stronger. Now, it's going to take you down a different path. So this isn't rejection. This isn't the end. This is the way you guys were going was not working. And now you're learning something new about each other, and you're going down another path. So why is this happening? What does Spirit want you to know? Ace of Cups looks like it's teaching you how to truly love and open up your heart. All right, and we got the Hermit card. What Spirit wants you to know. This is taking a new path. You're going on a new adventure. The Ace of Cups and the Hermit card. All right. So this is opening up your heart again and just, you know, following love. It feels like your spirit is doing it for you. So I really feel like this is going to happen organically anyways with these cards that are coming in. It just feels like you have a lot to learn. And it looks like with each other. And it looks like there's a reunion on the horizon. And the Ace of Cups says, you know, we both have feelings for each other. And this love is what is pulling you guys together, and this energy moving pretty fast. All right. The Hermit card is also telling me that somebody in this relationship is a little bit more introverted, you know, and sometimes we need to back up. So when somebody backs up from you, you know, honor it because it makes them feel safer. Now, when they back up and they have that space, it'll give them time to realize if they overreacted, right? Or if, you know, maybe if you overreacted, they might be able to analyze it and figure it out. But under pressure, this person is only going to either strike out more or get more anxious, or they're going to get more withdrawn, and they're going to hold back all energy. All right. And the Hermit card this is a new journey, and this is a journey that can last, is what Spirit is saying. All right, so let's see. I have Virgo showing up. Aquarius is very strong. Cancer is very strong, but you also could have a Libra or a Gemini. And the Ace of Cups is coming in. So I am seeing that there's love around you, and there's somebody here that is, you know, trying to open up to this connection. All right. Anything else you can tell me about this? Can we start over, Taurus? Can we start over? Look at this. I feel like I'm not good enough for you. And there's the Five of Pentacles. And so somebody may get really, really, really triggered, you know, and it's just, you know, we're learning. I love this reading because it really feels spiritual. All right, so let's see. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. Aries through Pisces for Taurus. Gigi, your email brought a tear to my eye. I was like, look at this girl doing the work. I was like, wow, you guys. I was really happy. Really impressed. All right. You're welcome. Aries through Pisces. All right. So you got the Hierophant here at the bottom of the deck. So that's your energy. All right, Taurus. God knows what you want. You know what you want. You know. All right. Lessons. Those are spiritual lessons. Aries, Four Swords. Aries taking a break for a second, right? Aries is like, just let me cool off. Let me figure things out. Maybe I got a lot going on, but it's temporary space here. So this is healing energy. And it looks as though, you know, a little bit of space will bring some reconciliation with the two of you. Or if you're just waiting for a phone call, they might be dealing with something. So it's a temporary delay. Taurus, you got the Two of Cups. Now you had the Ace of Cups in the other reading, and you have the Two of Cups here in your position. It looks like Spirit is trying to push you towards meeting somebody, connecting with somebody where it's based on love. All right. There is love there and it's growing. All right. So if there's any kind of unhealthy energy in between those steps, there will be a pause. A Seven of Pentacles, there will be a pause that says it's time to review before you take the next step, because if you jump too quick, it's going to bite you in the ass later. All right. So it's a matter of understanding. So mutual respect and mutual understanding with that Two of Cups. And it looks like you and another Taurus could be deepening your connection. All right. And let's see, Gemini, Seven of Wands. All right. So Gemini may, you know, have walls up. Gemini over here kind of being very protective of themselves, but it feels like they really got something to say and they want to be heard. So they may be coming towards you. They may let down the walls and speak their truth. We have Cancer, Three of Pentacles. Cancer's like, you know, I really want to make this work. You're somebody here that I gotta dig you. I don't know, but it's like we get along, we work well together, and we have common goals. So I want to fix this or work on this with you. Leo, Ten of Pentacles. All right, so Leo's invested. It looks like they may put a little bit more work into this connection. You definitely are somebody they're fond of. Virgo and you know, Ten of Pentacles, guys. Right? So Leo, it's like, you know, I see family here. Virgo, Five of Wands, right? So there could be some competition or challenges that you're up against with a Virgo, but this tells me that together you guys can fight through this, right? But if there's just been too many drama or too many times and you can't fix something and it just feels like it, you know, this could be where you decide to throw the towel in. But I feel like there's room for change here, and it could be for the better. Libra, the Tower. All right. So there's some chaotic energy coming your way with the Libra. All right. It just seems like things are kind of all over the place, right? Something might be happening in a Libra's life. All right. They may be feeling uncertain, unstable. All right. They may be feeling like they need more stability. Right. So this could be an awakening. This could be a makeup or a breakup, right? Scorpio, 5 of Cups, all right? So Scorpio dealing with some troubles, all right? So it looks like they're not having a good time. They're feeling sad about something or upset about something. So if you guys are separated, obviously it's not feeling good to them. Or if something has happened, right, they're not feeling as good, but they might be dealing with, you know, other things that are just bringing them down, right? The 5 of Cups here too is giving me an energy, especially with the reason why I'm giving this is because of your reading. All right, your reading is showing so much potential. So this 5 of Cups is telling me that this is spilt milk, right? This is time to get over this and let's move forward and reconcile. All right, so you might be going through this little spot, this little tricky spot with the Scorpio, but it looks like there's something, you know, Scorpio is dealing with deep down. Sagittarius, judgment, right? So Sag coming in, ready to make that decision. I'm realizing what we need here, right? So the judgment card can be, let's do this, right? Let's give this a second chance, or let's face our truth, right? So it's going to depend on the type of situation you're in, but that's the energy they're coming in. All right, let's see. Capricorn, 2 of Swords. You and Cap kind of pulling at each other. You both, your hearts are in it. You both sitting there, you know, Cap is like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. I just feel torn, you know, and right now it just seems like you both are kind of going back and forth and not sure what to do, but it's just maybe not the moment to make a decision just yet, especially, you know, you might need some space to make a decision. You make a decision too soon, it might not be the right one, right? So the 2 of Swords is showing a kind of an uncertain energy between you and a Capricorn right now, all right? Aquarius, 2 of Pentacles, same thing with an Aquarius. It feels like things keep kind of going back and forth. We got to learn to compromise with one another. All right, there's a lot going on in these energies. And it says there is potential, but we just need to kind of figure things out and work together one step at a time with an Aquarius. And Pisces, the Strength card. Pisces is like, you keep me comfy, right? Pisces is like, there's just something about this connection that I feel good. I feel safe, all right? So I feel like you guys will work whatever out, or you'll be pulled together. It's a strong bond. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I just want to say thank you again. If you guys are in my membership, remember, you don't have to stay committed to the membership. You can come and go as you please. There's 3 different tiers, and the first one is only $2.99. But you can go in and you can watch the modules I'm doing, the lessons I'm doing on manifest and love and dealing and seeing your trauma or triggers, right? So when you're doing a tarot reading, you can see how to clear it, you know, while you're trying to manifest, right? So that's what we talked about, and that's what so you can check that out. And when I'm done with the series, I will have it on the main channel for people to get. All right, let's see. Gemini. Where's Jojo? Jojo, I have not had a chance to even say hi to you. You know, check on you. I'm checking on you. I keep asking about you. So if you're lurking or you're around, come let everybody know you're okay. 44. Let's see. All right. Gemini. Thank you. They'll only get better from here. All right, Gemini. Gemini. All right, let's see your energy and let's see who's coming towards you. What kind of energy are they in? What kind of energy is coming towards you? And then Aries through Pisces for you. All right, the Magician, Gemini. Look at that, right out the gate. You focused. You got some mental activity going on here. But you seem to be in alignment. So whatever you're doing, you know, it's like give yourself a little bit of space, clear the air, and focus, right? Because this is really strong energy, really strong manifesting energy. Yours next to kin, and I haven't had a phone call, so I think Mojo is okay. Okay. All right, Redbeard. All right, you got the Justice card, so you could be calling in a commitment. You could be calling in that peace of mind you've been looking for. All right, so you deserve it. You know you want it. You know you just want peace. I just want peace of mind. That's what that screams to me. I don't want games. I just want peace of mind. Don't be playing games with me. Be honest, be real, be authentic. All right, so this is the underlying energy here that I'm reading, right, with it. So there could be a Libra, there could be another Gemini coming your way, or Virgo, right, because it's Mercury energy, which brings in communication, but very creative energy, all right? So use your mind power, make it work. All right, so let's see your current energy. 5 of Wands, right? So what you doing? Make that magic happen. Make it, you got the opportunity here. So this 5 of Wands, right? Somebody causing you some challenges, right? You just, kind of rustling around here. Should you take action? What should you do? Should you try and fix something? Should you be the one, to fix something? And I'm seeing call it to you is what I'm getting with all this energy. All right. You can't fix everything. You gotta let something stew and let somebody think and mull something over. All right. Now you might be fighting it because you really want peace, or you want to make peace with somebody and you want to clear it up. And maybe it's time. Maybe it is time, but maybe, this is where you got to let somebody maybe come to you to fix something and not pursue. All right, but we'll see how it plays out. So your challenge, the 7 of Swords, all right, you just feel like you can't trust the situation. You feel like somebody is just really causing you a lot of mental strain. Somebody was dishonest with you. Maybe somebody lied to you about what they were doing, or, now you don't know if you could fix it, or there was some deception, or somebody said something. There was gossip. There was other people getting involved. There was a lot of drama. And it feels like, there's definitely an edge here. There's an edge, and there's people here that don't want to quit, that don't want to give up. It seems like both of you want to fix something, but your energy here is like, I just can't seem to trust this person. I can't seem to get them off my mind either, though. And now, if this is you are fighting yourself because you're lying or you lied to somebody, well, it's the same thing too. I mean, call it to you, the Justice card. Give it a chance. Maybe you can fix it. Be honest. Be honest with somebody. You just got to be 100%, authentic and be like, this is what, I'm sorry. This is what happened. Can we fix this? So this definitely could be a situation where, it could be either or, but let's see the energy coming towards you. We have the Hermit card coming towards you. So it looks like somebody has pulled away from you, a little bit distant. And I see the 3 of Cups, though. All right. So immediately I see if you're freaking out because you're thinking your person's hanging out with other people, is is dating or partying or hanging out. It looks like your person's solo. So even if they are hanging out with somebody or trying to have a good time, or they're being with friends, or they are trying to date, if there was some deception, it doesn't look like they're really invested. All right, they're solo, they're reflecting, they're doing their own thing. All right, now this could be somebody who's also reflecting on being foolish if there was a third party. All right, and if something did happen between the two of you. All right, it does look like, this space between us is giving me time to reflect. All right, but I do get that there's still somebody here kind of pulling their energy back from you and contemplating on reconciliation with you with the 3 of Cups, or getting together with you. Now, This person here could be somebody that it could be, for some of you, a new energy coming in that wants to hang out. They're a friend of yours. They want to get together. They want to say, hey, what's up? But you're giving off this energy. And this is where this is most important, because this is the energy that, with the Magician here, this is the energy that you might be giving off to this person, right? Which is you're fighting with somebody, or you don't trust them, or you don't trust anybody, right? And so you could be very defensive energy, or just give off a I don't trust you type of energy. And this person is catching that vibe, and is, even though they like your company, they want to be around you, they're saying, you know what, there's something going on here with Gemini, and they're not giving me this vibe that that they're happy. All right, so that is what I'm seeing here. All right, so there could be some, you're confrontational. I don't know. Remember, don't get triggered. Don't take things personal. Things don't have to be 100% like you're, you know, slashing their tires. It could just be that you might be giving off a confrontational, I just don't trust anybody type of attitude. And this person may be feeling on guard too. And that's why they pulled away. So what do they want with this connection? I see the Six of Pentacles. They really just want to give you what you want. They really want to give to this. They want to reconcile here whatever has happened, or at least try and see where things go. Make some plans, get to know you, and put some effort into this. All right, so it's like, I want to bring balance back to this. Maybe they are kind of giving you the energy, or making you think that they're having fun, but I don't think this person's having fun. They're kind of hanging out, being a loner. Right. And if they are posting pictures or doing shit and saying, hey, look at me. All right, Gemini, they're just trying to move on, if that's the case. You know what I mean? They're trying to seem like everything's okay. You know, there are some people that will show they're sad and, you know, be like that and let people know. But then there are some people that will go to the other extreme and be like, all right, look at these beautiful trees and all these friends of mine. And yet, you know what I mean? They probably took a picture and then went home 5 minutes later, right? So that's what I'm getting. It's like, I really want things to work here. And this person really cares about you. But obviously something has happened here that's got you really, really on fire. It's like, I need justice here. And that is really screaming to me, right? Or I need a sense of peace. Like, you're just getting tired of it too. So I do feel like it's fatiguing you. All right. You're tired of the fight too. Right. It's wearing you out. You want to trust somebody too. And it feels like, you know, this connection, it could be a really difficult one, because it's like, we're so distant from each other, and that's really messing with your head. But you know that you can feel something, because the Six of Pentacles is saying, we've given to this, and we've either had a really good friendship, or we started developing a friendship, and there's a lot of respect here. So you know that this can be a heavy energy for you dealing with this situation. So why is this happening? What Spirit want you to know? I see the Seven of Wands. Things got out of hand, and I got the Devil card. I don't know if there's any drinking addiction, or there was some sort of lying or cheating or deception. All right. But the Seven of Wands, things got out of hand. Things went too far. There could have been, you know, needing some boundaries. Somebody needs to, you know, defend themselves, speak up, speak their truth, right? But for whatever reason, it looks like things may have gotten out of hand, you know, in this situation, or somebody may have did something foolish, or lied about where they were going, or said something and they got caught, right? And the devil is at play here. The Spirit's showing you this. Devil's at play here. So this is something that needs to be cleared. And, you know, it could also be, you know, a very strong karmic lesson somebody's learning. You guys, you know, triggered this in one another. And obviously it could be you. Maybe there was, you know, very strong karmic situation that you had to deal with, and now you got to learn to trust again. All right. So I am seeing that the devil's showing up in the reading, saying there's some things going on here, some bad influences, and it could be friends. I don't know if you have bad influences. I don't know if there's people in your family or people in your friend group that cause a lot of, you know, gossip, or cause a lot of noise in this relationship. But I am seeing that there is somebody or a situation that keeps getting in the way. And your person here is distancing themselves only because they feel they're up against this energy with you. So will they come in? Do they want to come in? It's showing me that what they want is the Six of Pentacles. So there could be an attempt at trying to rewrite plans. There could be an attempt at, you know, talking things out. It's like, I care about you and I do want to reconcile. So this is what the next actions is the Six of Pentacles. All right. But the Devil and the Seven of Wands, Spirit is saying, is still here. So we are seeing some defensive energies and, you know, guarded, very guarded. So I have Capricorn showing up and I have Virgo showing up. Now, there could be somebody trying to come into your life, Gemini, and, you know, some of you cross watchers, do not get triggered, but all you guys want to hear about somebody new at times. And there could be somebody on the way trying to come in, but you might be dealing with a karmic situation that is blocking a situation from coming in. All right, jealous and possessive. All right, so there is still some energy, and look at this is coming from you, a little bit of jealous and possessiveness. But this could be because you were deceived, you know, and this person is having a hard time with it, right? You know, wants to go down a different path. Can we take the higher road? Can we get over this? Can we move forward? I don't know. Can you? You know, that's going to be part of your story to find out. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're not ready to reconcile and you think you are. Let's see Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries through Pisces for the person on your mind. So we'll see. I'll see if I can get actions for each sign here with that one, with that read-in. And potential. Whew. These cards are just, they're new. So guys, they're flying on me. So I'm not just going to take flyers because they... All right. All right, so 10 of Pentacles, right, is at the bottom of the deck. So Aries, the Moon card, all right? You got me up in my feels, all right? There is some air of deception here, but, you know, there's also feelings and there's also what ifs. And I still think about the possibilities, right? So things are still kind of changing between you and an Aries. There's potential with this energy. It's kind of foggy, right? So there could still be some things that need to clear up before we actually are able to move on. Taurus, 10 of Wands, right? So we're seeing some heavy energy with you and a Taurus, but it seems like the worst part's over. Right? And we're seeing here, you know, we could make this work. This could be a start. But if you're in a place where things are just too heavy and you've done everything you can, you know, the Taurus could be feeling the same way. The Taurus could be feeling like, you know, we've just given it all we've got. But for those of you in a relationship with the Taurus, this could be saying, you know, we've made it this far. Let's start. Let's let the past be in the past. We've already done all the hard shit. Why do we need to go back? You know, so this can be, you know, one of those endings or beginnings for you and a Taurus, depending on where you're at. And I know that can be confusing for you guys when I say that kind of stuff, but that's what's coming through. Gemini, the High Priestess, right? So Gemini, this is you kind of going within and trusting yourself. You've got to learn to trust yourself. You've got to learn to trust yourself, right? And if you cannot trust another person, you know, trust that you can't trust them, trust that you can't, you know, but if you're blocking yourself from another relationship, you know, because you've been deceived in the past, right? You know, that could be blocking love as well too. But the High Priestess is showing me there's still a little silence between you and another Gemini, but I am seeing here that you guys are still keeping tabs on each other. Cancer, the Six of Cups. Cancer's got love for you. They're reminiscing. I want to see you. I want to catch up. I want to, reach out to you. We have Leo, the Death card. So it looks like, it's just finally ran its course, right? It's time something has to change. So maybe this is where we got to call it for now and then see what else happens in the future. Virgo, the Temperance card. Virgo is like, we got this. You're somebody who gets me, and I feel this good energy with you. And in time, I see us, really making it work. Libra, the Seven of Pentacles, right? So temporary roadblock with a Libra, right? It says, I'm invested. I see potential. I see where this can go, all right? I definitely see you. All right, so there could be a slight pause or just needing patience when it comes to a Libra, right? But there's potential here for it to continue moving. Scorpio, the Knight of Cups. Scorpio's loving on you. Scorpio's got feelings for you. Are they ready to open up? It looks like it. So you could get a message from a Scorpio. Sagittarius, there's the Magician card as a synchronicity. So they've got you. They're focused on you. They want to talk to you. They're on the same wavelength as you. So depending on what frequencies or what's going on, you guys are kind of mirroring each other. So it looks like you guys are attracting each other in a new beginning. Capricorn, the Judgment card. All right, so it looks like a realization of one's truth. So your Capricorn here starting to think about what they really want. So a decision coming in with a Capricorn to either fresh start or, you guys both making the right decision. It'll make both of you happy. Aquarius, King of Wands. Aquarius is like, hello, I'm positive. I just want to see where things go. I'm attracted to you. So you got a king showing up here. And Pisces, Eight of Pentacles. Let's make it work. Let's fix it, or let's get together. All right, you and Pisces have a good energy. All right. Let's see, Cancer. I know all you guys working. I wish I could be a night reader, but I do best during, like 11, 12 to 4, 5, and that's it. After that, my creative energy is done. Sometimes I can go a little bit to 7. Cancer, let's see. All right, Cancer. Let's see your energy and love and who's coming towards you. I got this awesome stream deck here set up, but I don't have it set up yet. I'm sitting looking at it, it's shining at me, and I want to learn how to use it. All right. Yeah. All right, Cancer. Where's my Cancers? I know y'all lurking in here. Cancer time. Cancer. All right, so let's see the energy you're giving off, and let's see the energy coming towards you. All right, what do they want? All right, well, you got the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like a golden dawn. Dawn of a new day. Golden. It's golden. The door is open and it's shiny and bright. So there's a new wave of energy coming in, right? Let the past be in the past. All right, this is big. This is like, universal, right? This is it's time for something new. It's a new start. You get in a new start. So this can be new start in your reality, like in your real life, you know, like money, work, home, you know, friendships, relationships. It just feels like a shift, a huge shift whenever I pull this card. This is one of my favorite cards because it's, you can touch it, you know, you can see it, it's there, you feel it, right? And so this is really good, right? You got an offer. Look at the Nine of Wands. You've worked your ass off to get here, right? That is the Warrior. And we are seeing here, you've put a lot of work in, you're tired, all right? You are, you know, mentally drained. I mean, you might be feeling good, running, doing your thing, all right? But you know, on some level, you're like, I put the work in. I earned this, all right? I earned this. So let's see what's going on here. So it looks like you do have this great energy coming your way, but let's see, the cards will always come in and mess with my head. All right, so there you look at the Two of Pentacles. This is you. All right, so not only do you feel it, you're going with it. You're like, I can take what you throw at me. Whatever you throw at me, I'm just kind of, you know, I'm taking it as it comes. All right. So, all right, I got to turn this way a little bit. I got to turn that way. All right. You're going to throw this dodgeball at me. Look at, you've been through it all, right? I'll get that. I'll get it. I'll get what I want. I'm going to get what I want. All right. I mean, you're like, you're messing with the, what is it? What do you call it? Goat? You're messing with the goat. You know, it's like, I've been through this before, you know, you're so willing to work it out, compromise. You're such in a good place. And the Two of Pentacles is telling me that you're rolling with it and things are moving for you. And it is, it's taken one day at a time. And so you are walking into a new, I was going to say time zone, a new timeline. And that means that things are going to show up a little bit different for you. So even a person that you're dealing with is going to show up a little bit different for you too. So things are shaking up, things are changing. And this is you learning how to adapt, right? But to me, it feels like you're like, okay, I'm done with that old timeline. So take me on this ride, take me on this journey. And the High Priestess, all right? So learning to trust, right? You're being called somewhere, and this is your energy here too, the High Priestess. So you really are in a true alignment here. And so what I am getting is don't doubt yourself right now. Really trust yourself. And also, you know, this kind of message is the energy you're giving off on the cards of what I'm seeing today. If you feel like, you know, this isn't you, this is a message from Spirit in your position here that take on this message. This is the energy showing you what's showing up for you right now. You're here for a reason. The High Priestess here is, you know when to hold them and know when to fold them and know when to go with them. And, you know, so speak your truth when you need to and be silent when you need to, right? Play your cards right. You'll know when to go, right? You'll know when it's what the next move is, when you're really listening to yourself and you're going with them. All right. So let's see the energy coming towards you. We have the Strength card. Yeah, Leo energy. All right. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So somebody been holding back thinking, somebody been, you know, making plans here for the future that you might not be knowing about. You're like, wait, what's going on? You know, and I'm just trying to handle what's being thrown at me. You know, you might be even going back and forth wondering. This could be where you're kind of feebling back and forth, you know, this person's being quiet, this person's being silent, yet I feel a bond with them. I feel attracted to them. All right. Your person might be going through this little phase of doubt, you know, doubting their confidence or doubting doubt in their situation or this situation, right? It could be something just, you know, I need the courage to step up. Give me a little bit more time. All right, looks like your person here has, you know, been thinking about you for quite some time, right? This is somebody that's been reviewing their own life and taking a look at how far they've come. You know, and it's something about you they admire. There's a bond, there's a strength, there's a connection that you guys make, even non-verbally. It's like we're both strong. We both, you know, have been going through our own thing. And so this is a connection that it just seems like if it's forming now, it's just getting started, or it's been going on, it's one that's unbreakable and it's a new path, right? And the Seven of Pentacles is showing the seeds that have been planted in the past are starting to manifest for you. So pay attention. I'm trying not to go too deep, but pay attention, you know, to what's happening, because some of the things that are unfolding for you are actually seeds that you planted a long time ago. And you may have gone down all kinds of rabbit holes, you know, thinking something wasn't going to work out for you. And yet now you're starting to see that something that you may have thought about a long time ago is actually working out for you, and things are turning. You're going down a different path. Right? And things are growing between you and this person. Now, this energy coming towards you is somebody who is taking you serious, somebody who feels a connection, somebody who feels calm around you, or likes this temperament between the two of you. And it's a bond that they can see continuing growing. And the Seven of Pentacles is like, look, I'm invested, right? I'm taking things seriously. Maybe this person has retreated a little bit. Sometimes this is, you know, they're trying to have control over their life right now. They're trying to take control over their life, take back their power. And it could be putting a pause on you. And you're like, oh, wait a minute, I want to make plans. What do I do? And this person is just saying, be patient with me. You know, just be flexible. It looks like it's coming in, but it might not, you know, you might get excited. You might be wanting to, all right, what's next? What's next? And this person here still looks like they're trying to clear path for themselves, right? And the Seven of Pentacles is showing a new direction. They're wanting a new direction. All right. They may be, because Seven Pentacles can be their obstacle too. So it's like, I'm stuck a little bit. All right. I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to bust out of this, right? Stay strong, right? Sending love to your person. Like, come on, get your ass out of there and stay confident. All right. So what do they want with you? And we're seeing the Five of Wands and the Five of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So they're wanting to make you feel better. All right. They're wanting to make you happy. It looks as though if you're dealing with, you know, any kind of rejection or feeling rejected, or you feel like something went wrong and you want to fix something, it looks like your person really wants to clear this up with you, right? They're so attracted to you. And if they have made you feel in any way because they have held back, rejected of any sort, right? This is somebody here that's like, no, I'm going to fix this. I'm coming in to make it right and connect with you. All right. I do see the Ten of Wands. So I wanted to clarify this situation with your person. Your person's got a lot more going on than they're letting you know. All right. So they're trying to keep their cool with that Strength card. They're trying to keep their cool. All right. But this here is somebody here that's been working their ass off. All right. And you had the Nine of Wands, remember? So it looks as though you both have been carrying your own burdens around this situation. And it looks like that the hardest part's over. Like I said, it looks like the Ace of Pentacles coming in, somebody wanting to make a new offer towards you and clear up any misunderstanding that the two of you had. All right. They see a future with you. And as I said, then I got the Ten of Cups. All right. So somebody wanted to be together with you. All right. So let's see. This could end up in a long-term relationship, but let's take it down a notch and be real. The Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles is telling you it's a new beginning. So you may be thinking, I want marriage right now, but this is something that needs to go through. It's at the beginning stages here. So I'm sort of showing you a timeline on almost with this reading. You have a fire sign. You have an Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Leo. And you like a Pisces, Virgo, or another Cancer here. All right. So I abandon people because I'm afraid to be abandoned. And this here is what you're fighting with. All right. So something may have gotten started with somebody in the past. You know, you felt like, hey, things were going good. Where'd you go? And you're kind of going back and forth on something. And this is going to take a little bit of time here. But it looks like your person here maybe has pulled away a little bit too with this energy and is reconsidering. Right? There's so much I want to tell you. Right? I really want to clear the air with you. All right. Let's see. All right, let's try these cards. I'm trying to break in some of these new cards here. Look at this. I can't wait for the mini reads on Fridays. I love them too. I'm glad you guys do. They're my favorite. Good. I keep them pretty low in price and I'll never change them. I always promised you guys that. And I just really do have a good time. All right, Cancer. Let's see Aries-Pisces. That's the new deck, and this deck was actually given to me by a Cancer. So we're gonna work it with this and see Aries-Pisces, and they're red. Let's see what kind of vibe they give off. All right, so the person on your mind. All right, look at the Three of Cups. All right, the Three of Cups. I want to talk. I want to talk to you. All right. So Aries. All right. So Aries, the death card. All right. So it looks like Aries, something's ended in their life. The death card is showing me an energy of something might be over, something might not be going anywhere with an Aries. All right. It means there's something you guys both either knew it or you're over it and you're ready for something new and something needs to change. And in order for anything to change, we got to put an end to something, right? We got to put an end to this. Taurus, we're seeing the Fool card. Taurus is like, yo, I'm a fool. Let's go. I don't know where things are going to go with you, but I'm definitely feeling this new vibe with you. I'm feeling this new journey with you. We have Gemini, the Empress, right? So Gemini showing up like, I've got love now, you know. It's like, I do want to grow with you. I do want to make this work. I do want to make, you know, something happen here. You've got me looking at you. You've got me wanting this. And I really want to care for you. All right. So really good energy. Cancer, we're seeing the Queen of Cups. Look at this. There you are. Cancer. Like, you just have a whole new vibe. A whole new vibe. And it feels like you're really tapping into some really strong energy of, you know, your own authenticity and learning to really trust your inner intuitions. Like some things, you know, are really feeling good. Something's really changing for you. Something's really feeling good. All right. And you're attracting in really a positive looking Cancer as well too. So you could be really connected and feeling good with Cancer. Leo, Page of Swords. You got a Leo's got their eye on you. All right, they're studying you. All right, getting ready, maybe trying to figure out what to say to you, but they got their eye on you. They keep in watch. All right, this could be communication coming in. Virgo, Nine of Pentacles. That's Virgo's energy. Virgo's like, look, you got my attention, and it takes a lot to get my attention, right? And Virgo's over here saying, this looks good. We got something here. Let's take it and see where it goes. Right? It looks like a Virgo wants to invest in you. Libra, 8 of Cups. Libra is saying, you know, maybe right now it's a good time for us to go our own ways, right? You know, when I see the 8 of Cups, it feels like you guys saw this coming, or you know it's time, right? Let them go. If they're a runner, let them go do their thing, figure out their, you know, their way. If you don't chase, they'll come running back maybe if they figure out what they really truly want. All right. Now, if they come back and they are real, they're going to come back real. All right. But this is somebody here that may feel like you guys know and we need to take our time. Scorpio, we have the 10 of Swords. So it looks like your Scorpio is feeling depleted. All right. It looks like Scorpio here has had a few incidences, right? Maybe feels like things have played out in a way that they just, you know, they're right now it looks like they need to find their peace. All right. They need, so there could be an ending happening, whether with you or somebody else. But it looks like right now it feels like we need to put something to rest here for a little bit. Sag, we have Ace of Swords. Sag is like, you are on my mind. Sag is, I want to talk to you. There's a breakthrough energy coming in with a Sagittarius. It's like, I've got to clear something up. All right. I've got to talk to you. All right. So it's about to rain. It's about to rain here too. So that's a weird, they got rain here, right? Rain, cleanse, clear things up. Capricorn, the Hanged Man. So Cap is still taking some time to try and figure out what the hell they need, what they want. So things are still up in the air with a Capricorn, but they're still hanging around. They're still hanging around, maybe lurking. Aquarius, the Hermit card. Aquarius kind of ghost too, kind of background, you know, introverted, but the light's still on there. So there's still potential there for them to poke their nose back in. All right, but they're kind of in their alone zone. And we have Pisces, the Queen of Pentacles. Pisces got their eye on you, right? Pisces is like, you know, you're important to me. I care about you. You know, there's a, you know, maybe we can create some sort of stability in this relationship. Boom. I like these cards. I like these people. They look more modern. Look at this one with a laptop. Now she got a pentacle there on her laptop. She got a MacBook, right? She's out there in the forest with heels on, right? And fishnet stockings. That's crazy. That's awesome. All right. Let's see. Leo. Where's my lions? I just found you and love your channel. You're my new #1. Oh my God. Thank you. That just put a big, huge smile on my face. Those are cool cards. Yes. Thank you, Leslie. And Norwood. I was born there. Norwood. All right. Cool coincidences, synchronicities. That was really awesome. Thank you. Filling me with some good vibes. All right. So let's see. You know, maybe I'll use these for the reading for Leo. Let's see. I know, fishnet stockings. 122. Let's give Leo 122.22 for some good numbers here. 122.22. All right, Leo. Happy birthday. Fishnet. Oh, yeah. Well, at least they show the Queen of Pentacles in this deck as being kind of cool, you know? You know, she's got it going on. She's like, I got money. I'll wear what I want to wear, right? I'll wear whatever I want to wear. You can't tell me nothing. I'll buy your house, or I'll buy your business from you. I'll take your life away. All right, Leo. So let's see your current energy and love. What's being blocked or cleared, and the energy coming towards you, who it might be, and what they want. It was. Let's see if she comes out again, because that was funny. All right, you have the Six of Wands, Leo. So right out the gate, we're seeing your energy underneath. So you're about ready for a victory. All right, so looking good, getting through some sort of battle, some tension. Maybe you're just battling a cold. I don't know, but we're looking at love here. So I wish, like, you're like, I wish that was it, right? So you're looking good, and you've got admirers. You got people, who, think you look good. Maybe, you're wanting people, you're having to keep this show up, but really, you're not feeling so good behind the scenes, right? That could be the case. Well, as soon as I said that, look at that, the Nine of Wands. All right, so you might be carrying a good game, but you're busting your ass. We're just trying to get through the game of life, right? And it looks like you might be going through a little setback. You might be feeling like, I'm tired, I'm fatigued, all right? I'm always having to be on. I'm always having to be on the go. I want what I want. Let's just get things going. And look, you're almost there. All right, bottom line, you're almost there. So let's see your current energy. Four Swords. It looks like you need some rest and healing and recuperation time. Right, you've got the Four of Swords. You need a vacay, right? This is about, relaxing. You need some relaxed time because it looks like you might be stressing yourself out a little too much. Now that I'm looking at this, right? It's like, you might be wearing yourself both ends, right? Maybe overworking. It could be anything. The overthinking about a love relationship, nonstop, 24/7 on your mind. Right. So it could be that's all you're thinking about. You're something on your mind that you just can't let go. And, it's really weighing on you, but you might not be showing it publicly, but it could be really affecting you physically. And when I said cold, if you're getting a cold or headaches or you're tired for some reason or feeling like something's off, it's because this is it's from the inside out. All right, your challenge, or you got family togetherness, right? You got a lot of responsibilities, or you want to be, together with somebody, or you're looking for a relationship. So this is relationship woes. You're like, maybe you're waiting for somebody to reach out, it's like, I want to connect with somebody. I want to talk to somebody. I want a soulmate, right? I want my soulmate to come in. So right now, this is the energy you're giving off that I'm reading right now. It doesn't mean it can be different for each and every one of you. And this is also Spirit saying this might be what you need, just a little family vacation or a little time to yourself, or just, to recoup. You might be focused on, being pulled in all different directions when it comes to, family responsibilities. Right. And if you're single, we do see that you got the 10 of Cups showing up for you and the 6 of Wands. So you're not going to be single forever. Right. Especially if you truly, truly desire it and you are taking steps to make it happen. All right. If you're hiding in a bunker, I don't know what to say, but you're unhappy. You're showing up as a challenge. The 10 of Cups is unhappiness. All right, so let's see. Maybe unhappy in the relationship you're in, and maybe you're seeking somebody else because you got new romance, right? So you do have love coming your way, and somebody here, pretty smooth, right? Pretty romantic, and they've got love for you. So if you are in a relationship and you're unhappy, I'm just going to say it. The 9 of Wands, the Hierophant is underneath the 9 of Wands. All right, it might be time to book that flight and get the hell out of Dodge. All right. Now, it depends, how unhappy you are. I don't want to, I'm not an advocate for trying to break families up or anything, but if you're that unhappy, the Knight of Cups, though, is showing me whoever's on your mind, whoever you're sitting here dreaming about, thinking about, right? There's love coming in, all right? So what's the challenge with this with this connection. The Empress. There could be another woman too, or you're a mother. Right? A little bit of insecurity. This person this is it. This person feels like, where's things going? Where can we go with this? I've got my eyes on you, but where can we go with this? There's no room for growth, you know, if you're in another relationship. What do they want with you? I see the Seven of Pentacles. This is somebody that wants to plan a future with you. You know, they look at you and they like, you got it going on. You've got it to give. This person feeling like, you know, they just love to be around you. They want to hold you. They want to connect with you. They feel very loved by you, very nurtured by you. Unless somebody has a mother that's involved, that's kind of squawking, getting in the middle, or they're taking care of their mother. Somebody taking care of their mother. It's a lot of responsibility going on here. Leo, what you know they want with you, right? What are you meant to learn here? We have the Three of Swords, and what does Spirit want you to know? We have the Knight of Pentacles, right? So time, honestly, it's, you know, is what heals. And you're working something out, you're fixing something, even though sometimes it might not seem like it is. But I do get this energy. The Three of Swords is you're hurting. You're hurting about something. And you're getting the Four of Swords over here in your position, which says you need to give yourself some time to heal. It might not be the time here. The Knight of Pentacles is showing that things, you're climbing the mountain. You're still going to get to where you're going to go. But there's a pit stop here. I've got to take care of my unhappiness. Whatever's making you unhappy, you got to take care of that. Because somebody's got love for you. But somebody feels like things might not go anywhere or can't go anywhere. And that's why the Seven of Pentacles is here. I think I think about the future with you. I think about, and it could even be a separation between you and your person, slight separation, because you guys are dealing with some sort of financial or health, or there's health issues, financial issues, or family issues going on that is keeping this relationship from moving forward. And that is it. There is somebody here that still wants to follow through with plans with you. Seven of Pentacles. It's like, I see, you know, moving towards that Ten of Pentacles. Now, remember, you have the Six of Wands, which says, you know, a victory, you know, pushing through all this, right? But Spirit is really saying you got to sit back and think and give yourself a chance to deal with whatever is making you unhappy. And it might be a separation. Or forgiveness, right? Because nothing's stopping this person from loving you or loving on you. And if there is no other person, this is also the challenge, is health or insecurities, not feeling good about yourself. Do you come off as you don't feel good about yourself? You know, or this person, maybe this person that's dealing with their health and not feeling healthy right now. All right. So that's what I got for you. I've got earthy energy. I got Virgo, and I have Taurus. It could be a Capricorn, but I have Libra energy here for you as well too. The Empress tells me the seeds have been planted and there is room for growth, but the Three of Swords, there's a pause because something needs to be looked at. It's not a rejection. It's definitely not a rejection here. Soulmate. This is your soulmate. I feel empty without you. Right? You know, you might be thinking it's the end, but that's not what I'm seeing in the cards today. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. I'm not good with shorthand either. I can't figure stuff out. I am not cool. I just didn't get that gene. All right, let's see. Aries through Pisces, the person on your mind. So let's see any additional message I can get. The energy your person is coming in, and if they are, sometimes it'll give me a clear sign that there's still space between the two of you. But all right, Aries through Pisces. Woo. All right, we got the Death card. I don't know, maybe some of you or a person is dealing with the, and I don't want to manifest this or throw this out there, somebody passing in their life, right? There could be something like that that's happening. You know, or the ego death, right? It could be anything like that. Or maybe it's just, you know, they're dealing with an ending of a relationship. We have Aries. So Aries is still serious about you. Aries is like, I see where this can go. I want to talk to you. I want to connect. There's movement, progress with you and an Aries. All right, you guys here, you got the Three of Wands. It's one of my favorite cards. It's like, you know, we've already, you know, we've got the pieces, right? They do fit. Sometimes, you know, we're trying to, you know, add more too quickly, but, you know, we're both focused. We're both wanting to move forward. So they may reach out to you. We have Taurus, Queen of Wands. Obviously, a Taurus is all about you. A Taurus is very drawn to you, feels very, very attracted to you. And it shows a Taurus stepping up and being very positive about this connection. Gemini, Queen of Swords. So Gemini too. Gemini showing up in their energy like, you know, I think about you. I'm being honest with you, right? So it looks to me like a Gemini has been very honest with you and is trying to tell you how they feel. Now, I know Gemini's reading was coming up a little bit like they don't trust, but this could be, you know, them, you know, telling you, you know, maybe they are being a little bit distrustful, cold, but they have a reason for it. But you have communication coming in, and it shows that they're trying to be authentic with you. Cancer, Judgment. So Cancer having some sort of an awakening or realization about this connection. This could be a fresh start, or it could be a realization that, you know, we need to leave the past in the past and move on. Leo, 10 of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leo, 10 of Swords. All right, so that reading might not be for everybody, but the synchronicities is telling me, you know, this could be a divorce, an ending, a painful ending. You know, you're trying to, you're hitting a point where you've got, you know, it's good because now the sun's about to shine and you're about to start a new cycle and, you know, heal. But it looks like you might be dealing with a separation here. Virgo, we see the Knight of Wands. Virgo is like half a mama. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Virgo. Virgo is very much attracted to you. There's a very sexual energy coming towards you. Very interested in seeing where things can go. Libra, 3 of Cups. Libra has got love for you, wants to hang out, talk to you, see where things go as well too, or reconcile for some of you. Scorpio, the Strength card. All right, so there's a strong bond here between you and a Scorpio, right? You know, this is your energy too. So I feel you. We got this. You know, there's something about our connection that just calms the both of us. So just having patience with each other. Sagittarius, Knight of Cups. Sag's got love for you. So Sag was really in your reading with that Knight of Cups. So there's the synchronicity. And so we're seeing the Sag open up and tell you how they feel. Capricorn, Knight of Swords. So you have a Capricorn directly coming towards you to speak their truth with intent. And we have Aquarius, the Lovers card. So it looks like Aquarius has got more than just talking on their mind. You know, this is you and Aquarius falling in love. possibly needing to make a choice if you have other relationships. Pisces, the Temperance card. So it looks like restoring balance with a Pisces. It's just a matter of time. Whatever you're doing, sometimes we got to take a little bit of a break to fuel up, but it's still moving. All right. Virgo. I'm glad they're resonating. You know, sometimes I should just do an all new love type of reading, but I've tried every different which ways to separate all the readings, and it doesn't change anything. All right, Virgo, 140. Where's my Virgos? I need my virgins. All right. Virgo, we have your new moon coming up, right? Looking forward to that. That's not too far away, the 22nd, right? 22nd. Virgo new moon. All my Virgos, sun, moon, risings. And it's because the past, there's just such a combination of people that come to readings, and most people, honestly, are thinking about somebody from their past. It's been an issue, a problem for readers since I've been on YouTube. Like, it just, even me, I don't want it, and it pulls in. And then I've gone the route of just saying new love, and then I'll get comments. I don't want new love. I want my person. You can't win. Virgo. All right. Page of Cups. I just had the cards upside down. Page of Cups, Virgo. So what's going on? 9 of Pentacles. There's your energy. So this is the energy you're in right now. So you're giving off a good vibe. Let's see what your obstacle or whatever's going on. We got the 2 of Wands. Anticipation. That's funny because I had to get blood work done this morning, and I hate that. And we were talking about how I break out in a sweat. She's just like, you just got too much anticipation. And I'm like, I know, anxiousness. And that's like, that was like me this morning, right? So I'm not trying to put myself in this reading, but you've got a lot of anxiousness, anticipation on somebody reaching out, or should you reach out, right? You got the fire started, you're looking good. You're showing up as the 9 of Pentacles, your energy. You feel good, you give off a good frequency. You know what I mean? You know how to walk the walk. I think out of all the signs, the earth signs can fake it till they make it a lot more than any other sign. All right. I don't care what anybody else says, but an earth energy is the grounded, patient, silent, they take longer to react. Right? So you can keep a cool energy for quite some time. And, we are seeing here, you're just wanting something to move forward. You're ready for something. You're ready for the next step. And you're this little emperor, wanting to make things happen. It's very ambitious energy. So it's a very good energy though, too. So you're attracting somebody in. There could be a date coming in. For some of you that are single, it looks like if you're thinking about somebody or you're connecting, it looks like you could be manifesting in a date with that energy. So let's see who's coming towards you. We have the Knight of Cups coming towards you. There's a water energy, somebody in love. Oh, yeah. And that's why Virgo gets the snobby attitude. People are like, they think you're being snobby, but really you're just kind of, you're just trying to, you know, be like be stoic. You're not going to know what's going on in this world of mine. The Star card. Virgo, somebody's got you on their mind. You're you both are calling each other in here because this person here is very attracted to you, actually fallen in love with you. And you've gotten this a couple times in your reading. I don't think you realize you might intimidate this person, right? You might intimidate this person. So you seem very confident. You got your shit together. And I'm going to give this as a side note. You know, if you're not feeling confident and you're just feeling a little anticipation, this could be saying, get your confidence on and know that somebody's going to reach out to you. You know, don't freak out. So you always think of the flip of what I'm saying. If it's not you, these are the cards I'm pulling for you. You know, what Spirit wants you to, what your challenge is to hold on. You got to get out of your comfort zone. So if you're used to taking charge and doing things the way you want to do things, but it ain't working for you, you might have to, you know, step back and, you know, do that thing where it's, you know, we have to have a little patience. But it's looking good for you. You've got the Star card. Your person here cannot get you off their mind. The Star card wants to connect with you, you know, sees beyond with you. You know, the Knight of Cups, this person, you friggin' have them in love. Now, are they admitting it? They might be afraid to get disappointed. If that's their challenge, do you desire them as much as they desire you? For some of you, somebody might think, this just came through. You have options and you've moved on from somebody, or that you might move on, like you have options. You're looking good. So what the hell, you know, so somebody might not be being 100% honest with you. They're afraid they can't trust this. You know, they give you their heart. And do you keep your options open? Are you flip-flopping back and forth? So, Milan, you just repeated the exact same sentence I told myself this morning. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was going to say sweetheart. I don't usually talk like that. So who am I calling in? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, sweetie. All right. So somebody here really is, the reason I said that is because the challenge, the Star, could be, it's hard for me to move on, you know, but I feel like I'm falling in love with you. I'm in love with you, but is there somebody better out there for you? All right. So somebody might be feeling like as soon as you're with them, you might be thinking Two of Wands. All right. You know, this is cool, but I got my options open and there might be somebody better out there for me. And I don't think that's true. I don't think that, but this person could be reading you like that. It could be new. Two of Wands is kind of a newish energy. All right. So the Ace of Pentacles is what they want with you. So you have somebody that's been, you know, has the flashlight on you. Somebody here wants, you know, to build a home, to build a life, to build a pathway. They've thought about it. Give you a serious offer that make you theirs. The Ten of Pentacles here. So it sounds kind of like this real, you know, you're anticipating things and nervous. You want things real stable or right away. But again, your person here might be afraid to disappoint. I have Aquarius energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy here coming through. So they could have other placements in those as well. You know, and I'm seeing the Six of Wands, all right? So what Spirit wants you, I mean, why this is happening, and then what Spirit wants you to know, King of Swords. All right, so you've got somebody here that feels like you get a lot of attention. You're a boss. You're looking good. You're smart. All right. And maybe they feel like you don't open up emotionally enough. You don't want to be vulnerable. You have a hard time being vulnerable. Because the nine of Pentacles, Virgo, you can be, we started the reading off with you being cool as a cucumber, you know, and inside you're anticipating. You know, maybe it is. Maybe you're supposed to let somebody know right now. Sometimes I'll tell you, all right, so pay attention, Virgo. Sometimes I'll tell you to keep it cool because I'm a Scorpio and I like to hide everything. But sometimes I will say, the cards are telling me, maybe you're not supposed to keep it cool right now. Maybe you are supposed to show anxiousness, show frustration, show nerves, show vulnerability, because the King of Swords is showing up in what Spirit wants you to know. You know, you don't have to be a commander-in-chief all the time. Maybe if you crack a little bit, and if somebody feels like, if somebody loves you this much and thinks you're the shit, feels like they'll disappoint you and you have options, maybe you do need to, you know, let this person, sometimes you do gotta let somebody know a little bit. All right, you know, you got me. I got you, you got me interested. You know, sometimes we do have to play those little games. Don't be playing games with somebody who's not worth it. Don't take that from me and run with that, because I'll tell you straight up, I do not condone any kind of unhealthy bullshit. I'm a Scorpio. All right. But what I am seeing here is the Six of Wands is telling me somebody might think you get a lot of attention. Somebody could get jealous real easy. You could be more successful. And you could be very arrogant. You could come across as arrogant. I'm sorry. These two cards together, you know, you might come across as, you know-it-all. And then this is a typical, I've got, you know, this is a typical trait for Virgos, all right? My son's a Virgo. He's his military, martial arts. When he was a kid, they named him the answer. He had the answer for everything. And I was know-it-all growing up and talks too much. And my ex-husband just thinks he knows everything. All right. So because we do, you know, I'm just playing. All right. So there is a sense here, though, that, you know, somebody's just saying, be vulnerable with me. Just be vulnerable with me. All right. And they might be a little bit jealous, and they might just feel like you get a lot of attention. And I like this reading. So let's see what comes in. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. It makes me laugh too. My aunt's a Virgo. You can't get anything past her. She's got a mouth on her. She's so quick-witted, and it's just, Virgo's got a way. This card here, what's this say? Soulmate. All right, I want to work things out with you. I wanted to see jealousy come up, but I guess it didn't. So I am seeing a very good energy here between you and somebody else. What they want is commitment with you. It feels like, I want you to trust me. I want to trust you. Actually, it feels like this person really wants to trust you, to be honest. And it comes down to, even if this is somebody you're taking back and you're saying to yourself, I want to trust this person because something happened, you know, and this person maybe wants to hope that they can trust that this relationship will heal. You know, it could be something like that as well too. So strong Aquarius energy coming through for you as well. Let's see Aries through Pisces. Hello, Bina. And Debbie, hello. Lucinda. All right, let's see. Verbal raises. Virgo, you know, I love you. I'm a Virgo rising, so when I talk shit, you know, I'm talking shit on all of us. Let's see, 2 of Cups. All right. And this is all about mutual understanding. So you got the 2 of Cups. We're looking at the person that's on your mind. So I do see a relationship starting, or somebody wants a relationship to get started. All right. So you may get a deep conversation coming in, communication coming in. Aries, Knight of Swords. So look, oh, you got an Aries ready to charge. All right, so you and an Aries could be going at it, right? This could be argumentative, it could be defensive, but it also could be direct and to the point, right? So it could be a good news coming in too as well. All right, so we do see something fast happening, things changing, things turning around really quick with you and an Aries. All right, Taurus, we're seeing the 10 of Swords. Taurus hurting. All right, Taurus, you know, is feeling depleted, but, you know, it's like either they're leaving a relationship and they're having a hard time trusting, you know, and sad. And, you know, there could have been a lot that's gone on. You know, maybe you guys have had a painful past together, but it looks like they want this to end, right? Or maybe some of you are walking away, right? It could either be that, or, you know, you're dealing with somebody who's feeling beat down and busted. All right, Gemini, we see a 4 of Wands. We see a reunion with a Gemini, or a Gemini real serious about taking this relationship to the next step. All right, Cancer, 9 of Cups. Cancer's got nothing but love for you. All right, you looking good. I desire you. Leo wants to flirt with you. Page of Wands. All right, so let's have some fun. I see messages coming in with your Leo. Virgo, you got the World card. All right, so you're looking good. You're sitting good. All right, there's a new chapter opening up for you, and you and another Virgo. All right. So this card here always reminds me, you know, somebody kind of sitting there, you know, just got to the top. Things were looking good. Things feel good. But what's wrong? Something's got to happen. So sometimes when we're in this, we look for problems, or we look for something to happen because we feel like nothing's happening. But really enjoy this moment, because you've accomplished something. So there is something new coming in, and the energy is just uncomfortable for some of you to be sitting still, right? But we see a new chapter with the Virgo. Libra, we see a party starting with you and a Libra, communication, hanging out, getting together. Scorpio, the Moon card, things are sort of, you know, changing with you and a Scorpio. Feelings are there, so it's a little unstable, a little confusion right now, so it's hard to tell. But you guys are still invested. You're still emotionally attached. Sagittarius, the Chariot. Sag just come and pick you up and say, let's go. Let's move on from this. Capricorn has some doubts, all right? Their hands are tied. They just, you know, if they just feel like they're stuck. They don't know what to do. Aquarius, same thing. 4 of Cups. Aquarius feeling like I'm just not sure what I want. I'm not really interested in anything or anybody. Pisces, 7 of Pentacles. Pisces are busy working, but they still are invested in this. They'll be reaching out. They might get caught up in their shit, but it looks like they want to connect with you. All right, Virgo. All right, I just want to say again, thank you, Milan. Give you a nice shout out there for that super sticker. I think you were Virgo. You gave me that at the beginning of Virgo. All right. Let's see. We have Libra. Libra. Where's my librarian? You're welcome. I'm going to keep calling you Gigi now. 158, 50 now. All right. Let's see. Libra. So I got two Debbies here now. How often does that happen? You are welcome. I put it right 150. I put it 159. Yeah, I'm stuck with it now. Gigi. 10 a.m. All right, Libras. I gotta say thank you again to my Libras. I mean, everybody that was there that sent out love to my son, but I did it during the Libra because my son's a Libra rising. He passed the test. He's so excited. All right, my Libras. All right, so let's see. Your current energy and love, Libra. Ace of Swords. All right, it's a good start underneath the energy. So this is the foundation. It looks like, you see, you're starting something up. You got somebody on your mind, something on your mind. All right, and this tells me, you see, or you're going to get the answer. It's going to drop, right? And it's like, here's this doorway, this fresh energy. So we got a breakthrough coming in, which is nice. All right. You got the Hanged Man and you have the Two of Wands. So look at this. Underneath that, we are seeing this is something you've been waiting for, but you may have been going back and forth. Things got started. Ace of Wands, something creative just got started, and now you got this anticipation going on. You got this nerves going on. The Hanged Man is saying, just step back, hang in, just hang around, let things kind of go. You're going through some sort of transition, all right? You're going through a transition right now. So what you were doing before, what was going on before, if you're kind of in limbo with a relationship right now, the Two of Wands is saying, just slow down, hold on, enjoy the journey right now, right? This is where you really got to enjoy these, moments of uncertainty and, the uncomfortableness of not necessarily knowing exactly what's going to happen or where things are going to go. But you're the little emperor and you just got to keep on going. You had the idea, you had the thought, you saw this, you feel this, you know this. And it looks as though you just got to, put yourself in the corner when you maybe go too fast or try to make a decision too quick or doubt yourself, right? Or maybe even reaching out too soon or making a decision too soon, right? This could even say, don't second guess yourself, but it also can say, if you can't make a decision, just be for the moment. Things are looking good. It looks like you're going through some sort of transition. All right. And so let's see, look at you, Two of Swords. There it is. Look at that. Wow. Two of Swords. Two of Swords tells me right out the gate, like you're feeling torn, right? You kind of keep talking yourself over and over. You're there, you're just taking these steps and and there's an uncertainty and uncomfortable energy around this. It's like my heart, my mind says one thing, my heart says the other, and right now all I'm seeing for you is pause. All right, pause. Let's see what your challenge is or what's happening. All right, the Nine of Wands, you're fatiguing yourself, you're stressing yourself out. All right. Now, you may have been dealing with something for quite some time. Now, if this is something that's been repetitive, it's been something that's a pattern for you or a pattern for a relationship, then, maybe you already know what to do and maybe you need to look at other options, right? So let's just clear that out right now, right? You already know the answer to that. So you're just coming here for confirmation. But if this is, a new situation or a situation that you're feeling really drawn to, right, you might be making it harder than it has to be, right? The anticipation or the stress, stressing yourself out, busting your ass is, maybe you're waiting for the next step. You're waiting for something, because you've been working so hard on something, right? It looks like it's coming in for you, but it's not happening exactly, when you want it to. So so it feels uncomfortable. All right. Now you could be letting past experiences stress you out. And so you might be overreacting or overthinking a situation. And it could be, you know, premature thoughts, and you could make the wrong decision, and you could end something or start a fight or leave a situation before it's, you know, it even gets a chance to get going. All right. You know, unless, of course, like I said, you're fatigued, you're tired, you're out, right? You know, cut the cords, go. Let's see the energy coming towards you. King of Swords, right? So this is a good energy, King of Swords. Somebody here pretty direct, pretty truthful, honest. Let's see any challenges. Well, the Five of Swords, right? Maybe they're conflicted. Maybe they haven't been being 100% honest with you, and maybe you can't read into them. You feel like somebody's been quiet and distant, or somebody's confusing you. Maybe somebody is frustrating you. Or maybe you're frustrating somebody else. All right. It can go both ways. So when I call it out both ways like that, don't get triggered. Just keep it the way it feels right for you. But this is their energy, their challenge. They feel like you guys are misunderstanding each other. There could be a lot of stress going on in this person's life. They're feeling a lot of stress from you. You know, is this an ongoing battle, or are you dealing with something else, but your life stresses are getting the best of you, and it's coming into the situation. So it looks like this person seems to pull back away when they get confused. If you get stressed out and or if you need to make a decision, this person might be feeling confused, and they could pull back their energy and emotionally detach. Because it seems like there is a disagreement happening here. You guys are not agreeing on something. So what do they want? What do they want with you? All right, I picked up 2 cards. These are new. They want to move on past this. They want to smooth things out with you and get on, move on. Now, what's happening here? Why is this happening? And what does Spirit want you to know? The Star card. You guys pull each other into disagreements. You guys have different perspectives. It's clear. It's clear. You know, it seems like, you know, when you're under a little tension or stress, or you got a lot going on, you may go back and forth about what you want. You may feel like you want something, and then you second guess yourself, but you already know what you want. You know, you made the choice. And the 2 of Wands here, it's looking good for you. The future's looking good for you. But again, you might go back and forth in your head. Is this the same as before? Is this going to be the same as before, as it always is? Or is this going to be something new? Is this going to be better than before? So there really is a lot of fatigue and stress and tension that's running your tank, that's fueling you. Now, you know, it could seem like maybe this person's stressing you out, right? Because they keep disagreeing with you. And that could be why you're on the fence, you're torn. I can't seem to mesh with this person, agree with this person. I don't understand this person. It seems like they want to argue with me. It seems like they always want to be right. This is an energy where this person will win every argument, win every fight, no matter what I say, what I do. It's hard for this person to agree to disagree. But this is telling me that this person here, you know, wants to. But you guys are triggering one another, and you get pulled into arguments because things either go too fast, you get caught up in an argument, and you just keep going and going and going, and it goes on, and it's on. This kind of tells me that it's time to let something go and make it, you know, and just let something be. Pause. There's that pause, you know, maybe it's just like too soon. You know, when you get the 2s like that, you're seeing an energy of 1s and 2s that this is, you know, slow down. That's all that says is slow down. The Page of Swords is telling me that it's all about communication with the two of you. It's all about needing to know everything that happens. It's all about questioning everything. It's all about reading into everything and reading into every little move and questioning everything. Now, you might be dealing with another air sign. You might be dealing with another air sign, but if both of you, because the Two of Swords can say that you guys just don't meet eye to eye. You guys cannot seem to agree on things. Now, maybe there's somebody else better out there. You know, maybe it is moving on. You know, let's move on. Let's go. Let's, you know, figure things out. Maybe we can't. Maybe we're just realizing we're not compatible. That could be the situation. But these energies here tell me that you are different and there's potential. So, but it's just about seeing each other's perspective. It's about letting go a little bit and just relaxing and allowing things to kind of take its course. Trust. Spirit's saying here, you know, surrender a little bit, trust a little bit. But the problem is when you guys communicate or you get into a little spat, it spirals. This Nine of Wands, it spirals. Like this person heats you up. This person heats you up. Right? Am I still here with you guys? So this person stresses you out. But what I want to say is if somebody's stressing you out this much in the beginning, right? And the Star card is showing up, I kind of feel like, you know, sometimes sometimes the hardest parts are in the beginning and it's worth fighting for it. This may be the worst part. You know, you guys could have been through a lot of stuff. But then again, you can also look at this like, if it's this hard already, what the hell? But all your other cards are showing me here, it's just about leaning back a little bit. And it's too soon to decide. And communication is something that the two of you may need to make some kind of tweaks with, right? There's a communication issue. Anything else you want me to know about? You know, I got the 10 of Swords here. All right. So your person here, the 5 of Swords and 10, it's like you get stressed out because it looks like your person here too. There is a 0 to 100 here. It's like we get in a disagreement and this person pulls away or thinks it's over. Right. So it could be one of those. It's like you guys are trying to end something before it begins, or something never gets started. It's, you know, it's there, but then it just never goes anywhere, or it starts to go in a way, and then you guys just, you know, I don't know. You guys are gonna have the Hanged Man. Sit still for a minute. You have strong air energy showing up for you as well too. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and I really do think that, you know, when two people, it's like, I don't want to say like, it's just like you have different viewpoints, very extreme different viewpoints on things, which could make it work. Let's see what else I get. There was someone interfering in our relationship. All right. So there could have been an end into another situation. The 2 of Wands is somebody who's closing up a chapter and still kind of cleaning up and getting ready to move on the new road. All right. So there could be, that's what's going on, is the stress is somebody is leaving another situation. I can see myself with you in the future. So if this resonates, that's why this reading was kind of like, you know, I felt like there's two sides here. Let's see Aries through Pisces. And I don't want to forget, though, I do want to say thank you. Thank you, JV. If you're still here, I just want you to know I'm shouting you out. All right. Let's see Aries through Pisces for you. All right. Aries through Pisces. All right. So the person that's on your mind, let's see the energy that they're showing up in, and, you know, maybe where things are going. I'll see if that shows up. The potential, where things are going. All right. Let's see. Aries. Aries is falling for you. Aries has love for you. So, you know, you got the ace too. So you got another ace, another new beginning with an Aries. And it's like, you know, maybe it's just so fresh. Maybe the wound's fresh. Maybe the relationship's fresh. Maybe it's, you know, we just need to kind of be and just let things be for the moment. But I've got love for you here, and it looks like an offer with an Aries. Taurus, 9 of Pentacles. So Taurus just doing their thing, right? Looks like they're single, ready to mingle and ready to invest in this connection. So they're pretty confident in you and pretty confident in where this relationship can go. They may be a very independent soul, so that could confuse you. You know, maybe you want to be around them more than they want to be around you, than they need to be around you. It doesn't mean they love you less. It's just that they get caught up in their work or their own things. That's that kind of person. Gemini, Temperance, all right? So Gemini feels like the two of you can make things work, all right? You guys balance each other well at times, but sometimes things are off and it takes time. Cancer, 6 of Pentacles, wants to connect with you and, you know, bring things to a balance, right? Make it right. Make whatever right going on, or put some effort into the connection. Leo, Knight of Swords, right? So Leo's got something to say to you. Looks like things are turning around for you guys, or things can turn really quickly. Virgo, 7 of Pentacles. Virgo's seeing where things can go. Virgo's got plans for the future with you. They feel invested in this. They got feelings. They, you know, maybe sometimes things get in the way, but I'm still here. Libra, King of Pentacles, right? So you're looking for stability. You want stability. You could have an earth energy in your life that's looking good. There could be a very stable relationship with an earth energy. All right, but the King of Pentacles is also saying, you know, you got to look at the long-term plan here and not focus so much on today, tomorrow, and every single detail that's happening right now. All right, take a look at the long-term plan. And it does look like another Libra wants to bring stability to the connection. Scorpio, 6 of Wands. Scorpio is thinking things look good. You look good. Maybe returning to this connection, wanting your attention. Sagittarius, Queen of Wands. Sag is like, I'm pretty positive about this connection. I'm really feeling good about this connection. My heart's in it. Capricorn, King of Swords. So Cap is showing up as the King of Swords. Could be pulling away a little bit, trying to figure things out. But I do see communication coming in. Aquarius, we see the Devil. So there could be some triggers happening with an Aquarius. Some stress, some drama, or some, you know, some negative energy around the two of you, right? But it could be something that's coming up that needs to be worked on. There could be jealousy. Pisces, Page of Cups. So Pisces got feelings for you. Looks like they want to connect with you and tell you how they feel, all right? Or get to know you, if that's the case. All right, let's see Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. I'm going to use these ones for Scorpio. Let's see what's good. All right, where's my stingers? All right, you're ready, FG. Hello. I'm sorry it took so long to say hello. I saw you. All right, let's see. Scorpio. Head Scorpio right here. I love it. see. Scorpios. All right, the Emperor. You're the first one to get the Emperor. Big boss, big Scorpio. Lead Scorpio right here. No, I'm just playing, guys. Look at you. Everybody hates Scorpio because of that. All right, looking good. All right, the Emperor card. Right, you're making plans for the future. That's what it looks like. Building your stability. You want stability, right? This is the foundation of the reading. So the underlying influence is how I look at the card at the bottom. You know, it's like, you know, this is what you want, right? And if you're not getting stability, if you're not feeling stable, and if you can't make plans for the future, you know, it's really going to cause a problem for you. You have to be able to trust the foundation. And it looks like some of you may be building your own foundation. You know, you might be finally saying, you know, I'm going to make my own system, and you're going to have to fit into mine, right? And if that's not the case, I'm telling you, make that your case, right? You got to fit into my foundation, not me squeezing and adapting and fitting into your world, right? Enough of that, right? I'm playing 4 wands. So it does look like you are building a home or building, you know, you're starting to feel or needing to feel more grounded, more safe. You want somebody who's ready to build a future with you. So this is showing up at the underlying here. So this is a good vibration, you know, to get this reading started on, because it's showing marriage here. It's showing divine masculine. It's showing stability and getting all your ducks in a row. All right, values and taking responsibility of your life. Right, taking responsibility. You make the rules. You make the rules, Scorpio, and then you don't just go into anything blindsided and let somebody make the rules as you go. You got to know the rules. Page of Pentacles. Your energy. So you're giving off. This is the energy you're giving off, and any kind of obstacle, what's going on here. The 9 of Wands. So it looks like you are, you know, working it. You're getting it going. You're taking that next step. So it does look like you're leveling up in some way. The 9 of Wands, you know, this has been coming through a lot for a lot of people. You know, you've been busting your ass when it comes to love or connection. You know, you've really been trying to understand, get to know. And this is where, you know, what I was just saying was, you thought I know I was trying to be funny, but this is where it's like you're working to get to know other people. You're always under a lot of stress or fatigue trying to fix the situation or deal with the situation or make something work. And, you know, you might be, you know, learning other people and always compromising, because this can be a card of, you know, you always figuring out how to fix something. You always figuring out how to make it work. But now it's about you flipping the script. All right. It's like you've learned a lot of lessons here. So if you're still dealing with some of the same lessons from the past, right? These cards are saying it's time, like you got to let other people put some work in and get to know and make it work with you. All right. So you are building this foundation, or you're entering into this energy right now that is saying it's time to make your foundation solid and invite the right people into your home. Person coming towards you, I see justice. Right, so you see a Libra energy, and you see Knight of Pentacles. All right, so you've got somebody here really wanting to follow through with plans, work things out with you. All right, it looks like you're contracted. There's a contract here between you and somebody else. So you may be very much headed towards a marriage or a relationship that you consider serious marriage type energy material. All right, but you also may have your guards up a little bit too. And so this is also letting somebody in and not being defensive either, because you could have a very defensive energy, and you got to trust to let somebody in, to let them understand you as well. And this can be your on guard. So you might be making somebody very cautious around you. with the Knight of Pentacles. It's somebody coming towards you that's saying, hey, you know, I see you, right? You looking good. I want to bring some, you know, peace into this situation. Or maybe I want to fix things with you. I want to make some, you know, I want closure here. You know, we need to make some peace. You know, it's, you know, this is you, you know, compromise here. Can you compromise with somebody, right? Especially if you feel like you're this, you know, warrior energy and you're giving off this energy. You know, you got to decide, you know, Scorpio, if you want to keep giving off that energy. It's a strong energy. It's a warrior type. And yeah, it's like, I'm not going to let anybody fuck with me, or, you know, and I'm not going to take on any bullshit. But it also could be blocking or making somebody feel, you know, a little bit guarded too, like they've done something wrong and they don't know what they're doing wrong. All right. So you do have a very cautious energy coming your way. But somebody who wants to, you know, continue forward, let's follow through with some plans. And maybe this person will come in, and if it's somebody that has made you promises in the past, right, this is also going to be one of these, you know, can you trust this person? So let's see what they want. Are they just going to come in with another promise and still do the same thing? Is this the ongoing shit that you've dealt with in the past? Because my Knight of Pentacles as a problem can be somebody who, you know, can say one thing and then go lazy on you, can get stuck, you know, in their ways. They might say they'll change, but they don't change, right? So you're tired of dealing with somebody who never changes. And this can be a potential that might be coming through for you. You know, if you're still battling somebody that you've been battling for a long time. Let's see what they want, though. We got the Page of Cups. So somebody really does want to give their love to you, wants to open up, and this is, you know, let's figure things out. Let's make it work. You know, this is somebody that has love for you or is starting to fall for you. If it's even a newer situation with this Page of Cups, it's somebody that wants to trust this relationship and wants to move forward. You know, I can't help but see that you just may be afraid to let go of control. And when I see the Page of Pentacles here, it says, you know, it's a new energy. You're entering into a new realm, you know, so it might be letting your guards down a little bit and, you know, being in this new energy and letting somebody prove themselves to you. You know, let this person prove themselves to you. Let them show up for you. And this could be also, they want you to be more vulnerable. You know, we got pages showing up on your side, which says, you know, you know, you're coming off as an emperor, but can you be more playful? Can you soften up a little bit? Right. So let's see, why is this happening and what Spirit wants you to know. And I see the 10 of Wands. And I see the King of Cups. All right. So what Spirit, you know, why this is happening is things are getting too heavy and things are getting harder than they need to be. Or you're making things harder than they need to be, Scorpio. You know, maybe you think something's going to be the same way it was before. Or maybe you're really stressed out because you have been through some fires. But it looks like somebody wants to open up, and somebody is trying. Somebody's trying to be authentic with you. Somebody's trying to make something real with you. And maybe when they come in, they're up against this 9 of Wands energy. They feel like they're up against a soldier, and they're, you know, there's misunderstanding here. And it's kind of blocking them from opening up to you. The 10 of Wands is showing me that you're reaching a breaking point with somebody. Something's got to give. So one of you has to give. And it's looking like, you know, on your side here, just letting down your walls and trusting. The King of Cups here is spirits talking to you here. The King of Cups is showing up. You've got to trust your feelings here. If it's a hell no, it's a hell no. If it's a hell yes, go for it. There's no in between here with you. So if you're battling somebody and it's just always a hell no, what are you doing, right? It's like maybe you got to build your own foundation and you got to let the right people in. But if somebody's trying to be in your world and you're connecting with somebody, you know, this is let them in and be vulnerable and trust, you know, trust again, or trust this person. You could have a water sign trying to come into your life too. I see earth and I see water. But the most important thing is the person coming towards you, the justice energy, is this is somebody who's coming in to make something right, or who wants to bring some sort of sense of peace to a situation, right? Wants to be honest, doesn't want things to be heavy between the two of you. All right, because it looks like you could reach a breaking point here and things could end, you know, before they even get a chance to begin. And the Page of Pentacles is just trying to understand. And this is also trusting again. Can I get to know this person? Can I get, even if it's a person that you feel has crossed you, can I trust them again? And can I give them a chance? Can I at least give them a chance, you know, and not micromanage either, not micromanage the situation. All right. So let's see what else I get here for you. I have the Two of Cups. I have somebody here that really wants to compromise, wants to have a conversation with you, and really wants to connect, right? There's a potential for a deep conversation here, and to open up and to talk about feelings and let everything else go. You may be under a lot of pressure. This could be you as well too, and you may be carrying some of that pressure across into your relationships, and your person may be feeling that. Now, the same thing might happen here with this person as well, and this could be causing some stress between the two of you. But it looks like this person's all about your energy. Let's see. But you're using these words battles, and you guys have to understand everybody has a different range of what they'll tolerate and what they call a battle. Because, you know, there's marriages that are awesome that have gone through some battles, all right? And then there's battles that you just shouldn't be battling. I mean, there's just battles that are like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? But healthy relationships, I have to disagree with that one. Healthy relationships come with their challenges. And if there are no battles, then there's no growth. But there shouldn't be any cops involved. I'm planning on reaching out to you. So we do have somebody here that wants to talk about, you know, where things can go before they go too far. I don't want things to end. You know, the Ten of Wands, things are getting too heavy, things are getting too stressful, and we don't have to let things go this way. But also, Scorpio, you are intense, and I'm speaking from a Scorpio. It's like sometimes if somebody triggers you, you can go from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds and escalate, and you know, and things end up going too far, and that could make somebody cautious. Very cautious, like they're afraid to say anything to you because if things go the wrong way, they don't want things to end. They don't want things to get any heavier if that's the case. All right. So I am so sorry. You know, you say battle in terms of mind games that I refuse to play. Yeah. You know, there's, like I said, everybody has their range of battles. Battles that you endure. All right, so let's see Aries through Pisces. I don't know, you know, I'm still thinking about that because, you know what I mean? Like I've been a fighter my whole life, and, you know, I've had some really good relationships, and if somebody wouldn't have battled with me a little bit, you know, and it was probably not healthy, but that's the way I learned. But if you're not getting anywhere, you know, I guess I'm older now, so in hindsight, I guess that's why I say things like that. But when we're younger, man, we cause some shit. All right, the Fool card. All right, so here we go. You got this energy of, I don't know where things are going, but, you know, I definitely want to see, I want to explore, I want to see where things go. So we're going to look at Aries through Pisces and see their energy and see, you know, what the potential might be or how they're feeling. Aries, the high priestess. So Aries is very attracted to you. They still could be holding back a little bit with this card and analyzing or observing you, but they like what they see. All right. They may break the silence with you. They feel a connection. Taurus, King of Pentacles. Look at Taurus showing up as the king. All right. Taurus is like, I want stability. I can see a future here. All right. You know, it's just a matter of trust and taking it one day at a time. Gemini, Four Swords. Gemini just needs a little break. They feel overwhelmed, right? They may feel like things get out of control, but they still have fond memories of you. You know, they think about you. They think about reaching out to you, right? But right now you might be dealing with some silence. Cancer, Six of Cups, you and Cancer also could be reconciliation. They may reach out to you. They obviously think fondly of you as well, and or wanna start building a relationship with you. Leo, the Death card, right? So it looks like things, you know, period. Things just are not going anywhere, right? With Leo, sometimes we just gotta let things die out, and then maybe something else better will come from it. Virgo, Knight of Pentacles. Virgo's like, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep coming in. I'm gonna keep, you know, doing my thing and working on things because I can see us, you know, I can see a future here. Libra, Six of Wands. Libra's like, hell yeah, I like what I see. All right, so you got a Libra coming on in, wanting your attention. And Scorpio, 10 of Cups, right? So it's Scorpio, you got a chance for your happily ever after. You have a lot of energy in here that's showing marriage material. So even for those of you that might be here for somebody that is, you know, not giving you an easy time, this still, your reading is showing building a foundation for marriage, right? So there, you're on this timeline where you are learning certain things because you're building yourself up towards a strong stability and you're happily ever after. So Scorpio, Nine of Wands, you've been through a lot, but always remember, Scorpios go through the most transformation early on in life. And, you know, it's sort of like that, you know, Saturn energy where you get the gifts at the end or you get the gifts later on in life, you know, because you got to learn these lessons. And we are seeing that your happily ever after is coming in. And so Scorpio and a Scorpio, you guys may find yourself together, building that family together. Sagittarius is like Page of Wands. Let's have some fun. All right, so you got a flirty energy with Sagittarius. Capricorn, still kind of hanging there, hanging back. So things are still up in the air with a Capricorn. Aquarius, Eighth of Wands. Aquarius has got you on their mind. All right, they see potential for the relationship to really go somewhere. And Pisces, Two of Pentacles. Pisces is like, I got a lot going on here, but I'm still in it. I'm still in it, and I still see us making plans and going somewhere. All right, so you're still on the right path there. All right. Hello. I'm still working on my 0 to 100. I used to have it was a French Mastiff years ago, We didn't have him for very long. But I remember he looked like a lion. He had the biggest paws. And I remember sitting there saying to my ex-husband, I was like, I thought he was supposed to be a guard dog, you know, and we had this house and we had this stairs that went all the way down to the front doors. It was really kind of cool. And you know, this dog didn't move. He was so cute and lovable, and he was like a big lion. And all of a sudden, the doorbell rang one day. And I'd never seen a dog bark, and he was down at that front door faster than anything I had ever seen. And he scared the shit out of the person, whoever rang that doorbell. And I remember like I got so jolted because I was like, oh my God, that was so, oh yeah, it's a protective dog. That's a Scorpio. That's a Scorpio 0 to 100. All right, Sagittarius. 240. All right, Sag. Yeah, there's so many ways to look at that. I'm only offering different perspectives. Everybody has their own story and the truth of it. And like I said, everybody has they put weight on certain words and things. Might mean something different to somebody else. I'm sorry, Lori. Hello, Norm. Norms. She's trying to convince herself she's normal. Look at that. Let's see. Sagittarius. All right, Sag, first one to get the tower. I think, wait a minute, if anybody can remember, there was one sign in a reading earlier on that got the tower card. I don't know if it was Sag. It was Sag and another sign, so somebody will be able to know it. You are welcome, Norms. Let's see, the Tower card. So, you know, it's like gonna realize something real soon. And we got the Hierophant. Sag, that's an awakening for me. So you having some big... No, you don't. You don't wish you were normal. You don't want to be normal. All right. But it looks like you're about to witness or experience some sort of, you know, awakening realization, some sort of answers, downloads, truths, seeing something could shock you. There could be something shocking coming your way. You know, don't let that scare you, and don't let my words scare you when I'm talking tarot. I mean, shit like this happens all the time, but this could be very spiritual, you know, or just an awakening to a situation in your life where, you know, you believed something for so long, and then all of a sudden you realize you were wrong, you know. You know, that does happen. Some of us can be wrong, you know, but it could be a breakthrough, a huge breakthrough. Towers are major breakthroughs. So it means that now you can move forward and build on truth. Let's see. Page of Pentacles. So we are seeing the calm after the storm, or is it the calm before the storm? But we're seeing calmness after the storm. All right. So it looks like you're rebuilding, or you are building here again. So you may have gone through, or you might be going through some sort of unstable times, right? or you feel unstable in a relationship and you feel like things are breaking down, and it's like the snow globe, and it's everything's shaken up right now, and the dust is starting to settle down. Page of Pentacles is rebuilding. So the foundation's not fully broken, whatever situation you're going on, but you're definitely clearing the air, right? Or will be. Now we are seeing here the Page of Pentacles, which is rebuilding of the Tower. So let's see what is being cleared or released. And we're seeing Eight of Swords. So a lot of these beliefs that were keeping you stuck, I know I'm doing a love reading, and I am going to look at who's coming your way, but I can't contain myself from talking spiritual sometimes. And it really does feel like some of you are going to have a mind-blowing experience when it comes to mental expansion, breaking out of these limiting beliefs that you have. So you may really be like, 1 minute, be like, holy shit, this whole entire time I've been thinking this, but this was not true. It's like your reality is going to shift. Right. So this is a really beautiful energy for you. Right. So let's see the energy coming towards you and who's coming towards you. I got the Three of Cups. All right. And the 10 of Wands. All right. So this is somebody here that this could be somebody that you recently have gone through a tower moment with. But it looks like I want to come home, or I want to be happy, or I want to be with you. So maybe this is where you're having some sort of revelation about something. Maybe a person's having a revelation. Things getting too heavy. They thought things were going to be better, but things are getting too heavy on them. Something's really weighing on them. So it looks like, I want to be with you. I want to connect with you. This is a really deep love. It could be somebody who is family member too, for some of you, or friends, or something happened and they're having some realization. Things are just getting too heavy for them and they hit rock bottom. But it's like, I want to make some peace here. I want to be happy again. I want to come together. And maybe both of you will leave in a situation and you're coming together. It could very well be that energy as well. It could be we're both experiencing the same thing. Now, I am feeling myself being pulled to say sometimes we meet that person and they trigger the shit out of us and we have this awakening, all right? And it could be something like that that's happening. And you guys are finding that you're mirroring each other. And in this mirroring energy, it's bringing you guys closer, right? You might be cutting through the bullshit finally. And now sometimes these ones can be tricky. You can't force it to fit. And maybe this is where the piece of the puzzle is. You're having the realization that you really didn't have to do anything except focus on yourself and do your own thing, and you come together. But in this case here, it just feels like you both are being drawn to each other. So if you both are going through some sort of tower moment, it's bringing you guys closer together is what I'm getting here. What does this person want with you? King of Swords, to talk it out. And look, it looks like both of you guys are having a big, huge perspective shift. All right. So something is waking the two of you up. All right. So tell me more. And I got the Wheel card. All right. This is why. And what does Spirit want you to know? The Ace of Pentacles. Look at those two cards together is the golden ticket. It's winning the lottery here. This is definitely a destined connection that I'm picking up on that happened, and the wheels are turning. So somebody's feeling the consequences of their actions. All right. Somebody's seeing their truth. Somebody's definitely starting to see the bigger picture. Somebody's wanting to communicate and wanting to be real with you. All right. The Wheel of Fortune is something coming back around to revisit. So we're learning lessons here. We're experiencing something, or somebody is finally, there's a turning point in their life that is happening unexpectedly. And this could be where that shock is, the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. This is where divine God speaks, and God comes in and says, all right, this path is over and this is where you're going. So it's like a big, huge dent, a big wall, and then you have to go another direction because you have no choice. And this is what's happening. So there's a very strong pivotal point in your life, in your reading coming in, between you and another relationship. Now I'm getting an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini very strong in your reading. And I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles. So this is the golden ticket. So it feels like a fresh start and building something very stable here with this Page of Pentacles. And you're finally maybe seeing what you were believing or what was happening that was keeping you stuck in a situation. And you guys are able to have this conversation, this sincere conversation, and really understanding one another. So it seems like something is getting the two of you to really understand one another, or you both are dealing with similar situations that make it so the two of you understand each other like nobody else. All right. So very spiritual reading, very spiritual connection, and you feel like home to me. So the Eight of Pentacles is rebuilding together. It looks like you and another person are wanting to really rebuild things. Look at this. This looks like an amethyst stone. Maybe some of you need to get one of those big eggshell amethyst stones here. But I am seeing here the Eight of Pentacles. This is where we feel like we've mastered something. We're building something strong and stable with who's coming, the energy that's coming towards you. So let's see if I get anything from the Love Oracle. I'm loving the colors of all the different decks, you know? You know, kind of switching them up. I usually don't do it that much in live readings, but I have to admit, I saw actually doing it constantly, and it made sense. I switch them sometimes, but I will find my way back to you one day. This could be where the shock and event happens. This could be where this one day is now. All right. And it could have been something that started off as a fling, and destiny took you down different paths. All right, let's see. Let's see Aries through Pisces for you. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty colors in these cards today. Thank you, Tiff. All right, Aries through Pisces. So this is going to be a tricky one because that was a very spiritual reading. So this is the person that is on your mind. And, oh, that's awesome. An amethyst scepter. I love that. All right. So Aries through Pisces. Let's see, you know, the potential of this happening, what's happening, or is this happening now? Is the Tower happening? Their feelings, any potential. Oh, we got the Eight of Wands just flew out. So this could be coming in pretty fast. Star card. Look at this. The synchronicity here. The Tower card in the last one, and you got the Star card here. So this is really like healing after the storm. And you know, that dream, that desire you've been, you know, wishing for, and the healing energy and coming into alignment, a universal alignment here with somebody, and not losing faith, you know, in a connection that you have. But remember, when you don't lose faith, when I say that, don't lose faith in a situation, I'm not saying cling onto it or wait for something. This card says, no, you have to surrender and never lose faith and believe that it's going to come in, that it is going to come in for you. But you got to continue doing your thing. Aries, Queen of Wands. Aries stepping up to the show. I love her boots. Look, I love these cards. You got an Aries here that has their heart open and ready to take action towards you. So it looks like a queen coming in and saying what's on her mind. She knows what she wants. I have a Taurus here. You have the Eight of Swords here. So there could be some doubt here, confusion, but this could also be where you're breaking through the traps, where something has happened between you and a Taurus. You know, they're still stuck on the situation, or they're still connected to you. And there's doubt, but there may be some awakening happening that could change things between you and a Taurus. Gemini, Two of Cups. Let's talk about this. Let's get together. So it looks like you and a Gemini having a combo about a relationship. Cancer, Page of Wands, right? So we're seeing a Cancer come in here. New journey, new connection. Leo, I still see kind of hanging back, right? So it could still be some time between you and a Leo. And we have Virgo, Two of Swords. So Virgo here, you know, their heart is in it. You guys, you know, there could still be, I need to make a decision here, a little hesitancy, but this doesn't look like it's going to last. If there's any kind of, you know, holding back, it won't last very long. All right. They're not ready to make a decision, but they're also not ready to make a decision. They don't want to lose you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Libra, King of Cups. Libra is like, I've grown. My feelings have grown for you. I feel you. All right. I'm connected to you. I want to give you some loving. All right. Scorpio, Temperance card. So Scorpio feels like the two of you got it made together, right? You got this. You could be restoring balance. There's nobody like you. All right. There's something about you they feel very comfortable with in the way you guys work together. Am I doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, Scorpio. Sagittarius, you got the Seven of Cups. Look at this. Fantasies do come true. Dreams do come true. Seven of Cups. You may be wishful thinking, you know, and sometimes we got to be real with ourselves. We got to see through the illusions. All right. We all have to do it. But, you know, sometimes, you know, there are just magic happens, fantasies come true, reality, you know, shifts. And, you know, you always got to believe in your imagination. You don't want to end up in a loony bin, but you still don't want to not imagine either and not believe in dreams come true. You and another Sag here really think about each other a lot and think about the potential. Capricorn, Nine of Swords. Capricorn dealing with some regret. They're not sure if they want things to be over. All right. Hello, Angel. They are really in their head, losing sleep. All right. So things might not quite be over just yet with you and a Capricorn. Aquarius, Eight of Wands. Let's get this party started. It looks like, you know, there's still something here, or there is something strong here between you and a Sag, Cap, Aquarius. Pisces, Knight of Wands. Pisces coming in pretty fast and spicy. They really are attracted to you and want to see where things go. You are welcome, Carrie. You're welcome, Bina. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. Let's do this for you. 258. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, let's see. My goat. Yeah, Sag gave me the chills. Like, I love good reads like that. You know, that's my optimism and, you know, the Saggy part of me, you know, that's like faith, you know, ultimate faith sometimes, you know, is what all it is. You just don't want to lose your life over it. Capricorn. Capricorn energy. Let's see. I want to give a big clearing, good shuffle for Capricorn. Hello, Elizabeth. Got another Capricorn coming in. All right. The Fool. Good start. All right, what's next? The Hangman. Who knows? Surrender and go with the flow, right? That, you know, it really is. It shows that things are changing for you. Libra kind of had this. You know, things are changing. You're not the same as who you used to be. You're not the same as, you know, the same person you were even yesterday, last week, right? But this is really like, you're so ready for something fresh and new. All right. And you just want to have experiences. You want things to move forward. You want a fresh start, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. It's like you're sort of giving off this vibe that you're starting to let go a little bit, you know? You're just like, maybe you're seeing things differently, you know? You're just like, maybe I do need to just let go a little bit. Maybe I need to go on an adventure. Maybe I just need to go on a all girls trip or guys trip or go on a solo trip, right? And so I can clear my head and see things differently. Maybe if I back up a little bit and get, you know, kind of be a little bit more lighter about things. Don't let things weigh on you so much right now, ever, but especially right now. Your energy, 4 cups right here, right? So this is, you know, what's the foundation. And we got the 4 cups. So it looks like you're feeling stuck and bored, unhappy about a situation, discontent. What else can I say? It's like, you know, I'm not feeling the love. I'm getting tired of this, right? I'm getting tired of unhealthy relationships. I'm getting tired of, you know, connecting and giving and then waiting and getting all this rejection or refusal or, you know, feeling like I did something wrong. And you know what? See ya. Maybe I do need to go up to the mountains for a little bit with my dog. You know, make somebody think. Make somebody think. You know, maybe you need time to think. Maybe you grabbed on or, you know, you're not happy. Everything was going good in a relationship. And then all of a sudden you got, you know, what the hell happened? Or things were going good. And then all of a sudden sour, or the honeymoon's over. Now things are getting boring and now I need something new. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's just about, you know, the Hanged Man. Take a step back for a second. Just because you're bored or unhappy in the moment, or you're stuck with your person right now, or something's happening and you're not liking the situation, it doesn't mean you have to do anything. It says contemplate, give it some space. All right. Maybe a little bit of space here and maybe you'll change your attitude. You know, I could break up with you today and then tomorrow be crying for you, you know, like, oh my God, why did I say that? But today feel like I'm just done. You know, you don't want to, you don't want to make decisions in that kind of energy. But, you know, and even if you are bored or stuck and then you go and you reach out to somebody who keeps refusing your offer, you know, that's also, you're doing that out of boredom. You're doing that because you feel stuck and that's all you're thinking about. So Spirit is saying you gotta separate a little bit and go find something else to do for a minute and realize that this is gonna pass. This is gonna pass. Right. But you honestly there's a reason. I'm going to just take a little step deeper here. Honestly, we do manifest some of the situations in our life. And if you're really not happy or you're bored or you're not happy or content in a situation, it is going to come out. It's going to manifest somehow or another into your life. And so if something happens out of the blue, did it really happen out of the blue, or were you bored and you needed something to happen, right? You know, there's just so many different perspectives, so many different ways you can look at a situation. but it doesn't mean something's over. So what is happening, right? And we have the 9 of Cups. You're not satisfied or happy with the way a situation turned out or is turning out. You're not getting the fulfillment. You're not seeing the love that's around you, maybe, or it's not what you thought you were getting yourself into, or it's not what you thought you wanted. And, or you just feel like, stuck in a situation. You're just not happy with, or satisfied with the outcome of what's going on. So let's see the energy of the person coming towards you. All right. You want more fun times. Like, you just want your person, 5 of Pentacles, not too happy either. They're struggling with this too. You guys got some shitty attitudes going on here. Both of you. I can't hide that. If this isn't you, don't take it, okay? Check your rising or your moon. But a 4 of Cups and a 5 of Pentacles, you both got some shitty attitudes. You're not happy, satisfied. You're not getting your desires fulfilled. And your person's not feeling the love, feeling rejected. Or they don't know how to show the love. They struggle with opening up their feelings. They struggle with, seeing the positive. But the thing is that you both have feelings for one another, right? And I just feel like you guys are just taking out your bad moods on each other. I don't know, right? What do they want with this connection? The King of Wands. Come on. The King of Wands, guys. Love, playfulness. They see a future with this. Can't always get what you want. Right? The song you're talking about, you get what you need. Right? And it looks like there's a lot there to happen here. There's a potential here. The king, your person, the King of Wands. So why is this happening, and what does Spirit want you to know? The 3 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. All right, so I feel like I'm being a mom here, but you're at the 4 of Cups. You want the party all the time. Party all the time. Wasn't that what's his name? The comedian. Oh my God, party all the time. Remember, he did his own song. His brother was in Chappelle's show. Oh my God. How do I not? Murphy. Eddie Murphy. Right? Eddie Murphy. What was his brother's name? His brother cracked me up. Oh my God. He was in the Chappelle show. He is the best. He passed. He's the best comedian ever. All right. So you want to party all the time. You're wanting things to go back to the way they were. All right. You're wanting things to go back to the way they were, right? Things were looking. Charlie Murphy. Charlie Murphy. Oh my God, I love him. All right. All right, let me get serious. Let me get serious here. All right. You're feeling neglected. You're feeling unimportant. You're feeling like somebody doesn't love you. You're feeling like somebody's not interested in you. You're feeling like you're stuck, or you're just losing interest in the situation because it's not fulfilling you. Recap here. Your person is feeling pretty shitty too, feeling unhappy, kind of struggling with their own insecurities, right? But they're also not happy with the situation between the two of you. They may feel like they can't make you happy. They may feel like, maybe you're not into them either, right? Or you don't see the love they're trying to give you. Because it does look like they have tried, or that they do have love for you. Now, this person it looks as though they see a future with you, Capricorn. The King of Wands is what they want, all right, to move forward, right? And, you know, why does this happen in the Three of Cups? Because things may have just, you know, you lost the touch, right? Things get a little bit more serious. The honeymoon period wore off, right? Or something was said and somebody wasn't having fun, or somebody lost it, you know, that you guys weren't having fun, or something happened, right? And, you know, it could be, you know, insecurities came up. But I do see the Six of Cups. It looks as though you both are mirroring each other. So whatever's going on in this reading, the two of you, it's like you both are being in your own heads. You're both unhappy, but yet you both have feelings for each other. So you guys could turn this around, and there's a strong energy of reconciling. But what I am seeing, going back to this, is that you need some time apart to see each other's perspective. So if you are taking space, right, some of you are saying you're trying to reach out, they won't talk to you because somebody is upset. Somebody might be mad, still dealing with the struggle with it. They still focus on the negative aspects of the relationship. And so are you. You're just doing it in a different way. A little bit of space and things could start back up between the two of you. You got the Six of Cups and the Three of Cups. Right now, you both are focused on, you know, you're not feeling important, and this person is focusing on all the bad things that happen, all the negative things that happen. And they're holding back, they're blocking their heart. Right? Yeah, if there's mind games, man, with that, I'm not seeing air energy here. So I'm not seeing mind games. I'm seeing victimhood. I'm feeling this can be selfishness. This can be, you know, impulse. This can be overindulgence too. But this can be not feeling satisfied, bad attitude about a situation. And it's more emotional. And this one here can be somebody's just a negative, you know, they focus on it's like they kill the moment by talking about the bills, you know, and they shut down their heart. I'm an asshole. All right. But I do see there's potential here of reconciliation. You guys can be in the middle of having sex and they start talking about how much the hotel room costs, you know. I was trying to avoid that because some people get triggered with that. All right. You got an Aries, Leo, Sag here. So you got a fire sign. And that could be boring you, Capricorn, right? That could be making you mad. Like, come on already. Stop talking about the problems. I want to go spend some money. I want to go hang out. I want to go have a good time. I want to. That's probably, this is probably, I paid for it. It's probably, somebody's like, I wish that was for me, right? Like, that's, I don't know where some of my shit comes from. Somebody. I'm like, we'll worry about put it on the card. We'll worry about it later. I'll work extra hours. And he's like, no, you won't. I'll end up working, right? I know that story. Same, and you're like, come on, man. Can't we just have some fun? I'm afraid of commitment. So I am getting here that over this, there could be a commitment issue to get real again, but we are seeing here that somebody struggles with commitment, and it could be financial. It could be, it's a responsibility. And if I can't follow through, or if I get myself into a situation, and what happens if I feel stuck? So you might be dealing with somebody that's just, that bails on commitment, right? But it doesn't mean that there's no potential. It's just you guys trigger each other. There's just a triggering moment here. Look, I have sexual fantasies about you. While you're paying the bill, you know, you better pay for it. You're always on my mind. All right, what a wild. You know, I think I got too many Capricorns in here. Somebody's got to find a piece of it somewhere. You got to get your piece in there somewhere. Let's see Aries through Pisces. All right. JV, thank you again. I love you. Thank you. All right. Now let's get real for you guys. Aries through Pisces. All right. Let's see if I can fine tune it for you. So those of you that felt like, all right, that wasn't for me. Let's see if I can get the energy for each zodiac sign and any feelings or actions or potentials. Yeah, but Capricorn, my boyfriend, my first serious boyfriend in high school was a Capricorn. I enjoyed the giggles too, so we needed the laughs apparently. The laugh, act, you know, that fool, act like a fool. All right, let's see. Yes, we love you. All right, King of Cups. So look, you got Scorpio showing up in the cap reading, right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So you got the love here. We got to bring back the love. All right. Let's see Aries. Aries, Seven of Swords, right? So there could be some, you know, we gotta talk here. Like we gotta be honest with each other. All right, the Seven of Swords, are they being honest with you? Is Aries a constant, you know, holding back, or are there red flags? So I am getting an energy of you gotta pay attention to the red flags with the Aries, right? They're not always being honest, or they're hiding something from you. Taurus, we see, and some of you are going to go, what are they hiding? This is a quick reading. So I do personal readings or super chats. Not today, though. Super chats. Taurus, Queen of Cups, all right? So Taurus is like, I got love for you, all right? Bottom line. All right, the Queen of Cups, but their soul, they're digging into their wounds right now, doing a little soul searching, right? Trying to figure out, you know, how they feel. You know, maybe they are feeling a little sensitive. All right. But I am seeing here that there is emotional connection with you. I see a Taurus here that, you know, that really is growing feelings for you. We have Gemini, Queen of Swords. So Gemini, you know, has been coming through a lot as this Queen of Swords. Gemini's got something they're worried about, something that's on their mind, right? So it seems like they want to clear something up, communicate. So they could be coming in to communicate with you. Cancer, Two of Wands. So you got a Cancer kind of hanging back a little bit, you know, but it looks like they want to reach out, make plans with you. Some passion there. Look at how that's heated up. So it looks like you and Cancer have some heat going on. We have Leo, Ten of Cups, right? So Leo here wanting to get together with you feels like you just feel very comfortable for a Leo. And it looks like you guys could actually turn into a long-term relationship. Virgo, the Chariot. Virgo ready to get up and go somewhere with you. Looks like whatever you're dealing with a Virgo, you guys will find your way through it. Libra, the Hermit. So Libra, kind of a loner, kind of quiet, more introverted. All right. And so you're just dealing with somebody who goes their own way, but there's still a light on it. And I like to think of the star right there, but for a minute there, it looked like a pentacle. You still got the golden light on, the hope, you know, things going somewhere, but you're dealing with somebody here that kind of goes their own way at times and needs their alone time, their mountain time. So you might be feeling distant from a Libra. Scorpio, Four of Wands. Scorpio feels good, wants to be with you, wants to hang out with you, wants to connect with you. This could even be a reunion for some of you. Sagittarius, Knight of Wands. Sag is like, I ain't messing around. I'm here for some fun. All right, you and Sag, there's a magnetic draw here, very sexual energy. Capricorn, you got the Judgment card. All right, so you might be seeing your situation through a blurred lens. Maybe you're judging your situation too soon. Maybe you're judging it based off of past reactions or past situations. So this really, the judgment for you is just taking a step back and, you know, looking at the situation differently and see if you can come up with a different truth. Right? You and another Capricorn making a big decision. It seems like, realizing the truth about where this relationship is going. Aquarius, 8 of Cups. Aquarius might be going their own way for the time being. It looks like you might be dealing with a runner or an avoidant there. And Pisces, 6 of Pentacles. Pisces is on the same page as you, and Pisces looks like they want to make amends or put some effort in, make plans. All right. Capricorn. Let's see, Aquarius. All right. All right. Aquarius. Let's see what Aquarius gets. They're getting silly now. Awkward time. You're welcome. See, sometimes it's just what you need. Maybe you guys just needed a laugh. Right? Cappy's needed a laugh. I'm going to try. Let's see. I mean, Charlie Murphy came out in your reading. Maybe some of you got to go watch some old Chappelle shows. All right. Let's see. Aquarius. Let's see your current energy and what energy is coming towards you. Who's coming towards you? All right. You got the Fool too. There's your energy. And then I just shuffled away. And you've got the 7 of Pentacles. All right. So you're working it. Things may have slowed down a little bit. But plans might change. Just be willing to go with the flow. All right, that's what I've got for you here. It's like, there's still something's on the fence, or you're prepared. Don't be over prepared. All right, be more prepared for shit to go in different directions, but it's still moving forward. And there's a lot of potential. So this is the underlying energy of this reading. The 7 of Pentacles. It's like, it's not always going to go according to plan or the way you have planned or the way it has gone for you in the past. Something's shifting. Things are changing. Somebody is, testing you maybe, or there's a roadblock because there's a, you know what it is, whether it's a family, job, space, travel, whatever. All right. But it says, I'm here. I'm invested. I don't know how we're going to get there, but I do know that I've seen the potential outcome and I do see the future with you. All right. Let's see your energy. Page of Wands. Look at you. Let's go. Get this show on the road. All right. I'm getting antsy here. I want to have some fun. Again, you want to have some fun too. You're very passionate. But you got the 5 of Swords. You might be questioning things. So releasing any doubts or trying to figure things out too soon. I got to figure it out. I got to know. No, the Page of Wands is saying you don't got to know shit. You just got to jump in and go for it. Stop trying to figure everything out or, plan this, plan that, do this, do that. That's not the game of a Page of Wands. The idea of a Page of Wands is just to have some fun. As long as you got your morals, your values, it all in check, and you're lining up with people or a situation that you put yourself into because you trust yourself. We just got to go with the flow and see where it takes us. You might be trying to over plan something and you're not leaving room or you've got everything scripted and you're not leaving room for the magic to happen. And plan in the future, not living in the moment. The energy coming towards you, 8 of Wands. All right, so something's about to come in and burn your plans up. Your plans are about to change quickly. Everything, your entire script, everything that you think is supposed to happen, everything you think is supposed to play out, all the things you're supposed to say, what you want to be said, all right? It's a no-win situation right there. You're defeated, right? You're defeating the purpose, right? This is passion. This is fun. This is excitement. This is breaking out and doing something just totally spontaneous. Is the kind of energy that's coming in for you right now. Could be somebody of fire energy that just is like this, that wants it to be like this, or is ready for things to move. But you've got a shift in energy that's about to maybe shake shit up for you. Shake things up. It might leave your head spinning, right? And I have the 4 of Pentacles. So your person here, it seems though there's this energy of control that they're battling with, that they're dealing with, right? This is somebody that is, you know, likes things to move fast or exciting or have things fun. And they're, you know, this 4 of Pentacles energy is their challenge, all right? Now, I can read this in 2 different ways. The problem is one of you has to control everything and plans, and the other one just wants things to be fun and exciting and go and just lighten up and let's see where things go. Now, that could be you're the one that's gets stressed out because your person has a hard time letting go of control. Obviously, they're still clinging to you. They could be very possessive. It's really hard for you maybe to deal with somebody who's controlling or possessive. But this looks like an energy that's gonna shake things up, I think, for both of you. You're looking at a very closed off earthy energy here, and you're looking at a Page of Wands. So this could be where fire and air, you know, burn things up and you guys just set each other off on a new path. What do they want with you? They want stability. I can see that. The Star card, Aquarius, this person sees the future with you. But they also, it's like, I want to trust. I want this to go somewhere. I want to believe. All right. I want to believe. I want to believe, you know, I want to trust. I want, you know, a desirable outcome. So this person wants you and wants to connect with you. So why is this happening then? And what does Spirit want you to know? And I got the 5 of Cups. Your person's afraid of abandonment. Ooh. So your person is afraid to be disappointed. Your person is on guard. Your person here trying to control things, which is frustrating you. That's what I'm seeing. Even though things go fast, things are passionate between the 2 of you. Things are fun at times. Your person here has a hidden fear of abandonment. And it's hard for them to lose control, which means they might show up for you. You might talk to them. You might actually be seeing them, or you could maybe not be talking to them, and this could be something that happened. But when things get too fiery or too much, this person backs away. This is going to be a hard one for some of you, because you know, this is somebody that naturally will pull away like that, because I would rather pull away than get hurt. And yet with the Star card here and the Eight of Wands, this person definitely has shown interest, which is why your mind is all over the place. But if you're dealing with, you know, you throw the devil in there, and if you're dealing with somebody who's super avoidant and super, you know, short-lived, you know, plays games, that's a different ball game. That's a different ball game. This is somebody here where the energy could be shifting between the two of you, that you guys might actually be helping each other come into alignment. This is where two souls might actually help each other grow, and things could shift and change between, because that's the energy that's coming towards you, is a passion. Like, I'm still here, but this person needs to feel safe. They need to feel safe in there, you know, and comfortable. And again, they could be very jealous. So if you're somebody who is very playful and chatty and talking and flirty, this person may feel, you know, like you're deceiving them. So what does Spirit want you to know? Ace of Cups. There is love forming here. There is a doorway opening up here, and there is somebody here that really does. It looks like your person really does want to open up their heart, does want to give to this. But again, nothing starts easy, and I am seeing completely different energies between the two of you. But it does feel like it could be compatible with that Star card there. Anything else? Yeah, if it's toxic, that's not what I'm trying to... I got the High Priestess. All right, you guys are just, you know, trying to understand each other, and this is really trusting yourself. You've got to observe and trust and see where things go. Really trust yourself to make the right decision when it comes to a relationship like this. You know, somebody might be turning things around. If somebody is realizing, you know, maybe I do need to let up a little bit. Maybe I am giving off an impression. So this could be that what's switching around here. Somebody turning around and saying, I don't want things to be like it was before. All right, let's see what else you have Cancer energy, you have Aquarius energy. And you have potential for love here. I feel like I can't give you what you need is what's coming out. I miss you and I am not ready. So you're seeing this mixed messages you're getting from this person, and that's what's happening here. It looks like you're getting mixed messages. But there's a difference between, and I hear you, Heather, and I keep trying to acknowledge what you're saying, because I feel like you're dealing with a person who really plays games and is a player. And sometimes, you know, that is the case, but a devil would have came out, you know, and certain other cards would have came out, and I would have said, run. This is just, you know, sometimes we're all just a little fucked up in the head, and we don't know how to start or you know, communicate in a relationship. Somebody gets nervous. I feel like I can't give you what you need. I can't meet your expectations. And I miss you. You know, I don't like being away from you. Look at this. I always think about what happens and I feel bad, you know, and I do see I'm not ready. Maybe things are moving fast, or maybe this person just needs a little bit more time to open up and loosen up. Yeah. No, Heather, I wasn't even sure who it was for, but it was a good comment for me to bounce off of. That's all I do. When I read your comments like that and call it out, it gives me something that intuitively I might need to say for the collective to hear anyways. So I'm sorry if you felt called out. It's just, that's how I read too. I take on the energies like that, and it might be something that because there are people that watch this video afterwards, and I believe it or not, some of that stuff comes back, and I just answered or said something they needed to hear. All right, let's see. Let's see Aries through Pisces for you. All right, let's see. You're welcome. All right, let's tap in though. Aries through Pisces, and if this is the person that's on your mind, it might give you more clarification. I will look at the energy that they're in, any potential, and it'll show me if they're going to take action, right? And if there's any challenges. Aries, Queen of Swords, all right? So it looks like Aries is in a good energy of let's communicate, let's talk it out, I'm trying to be honest, I want to be fair, I'm interested in you, let's see what's going on. Taurus, King of Wands, right? So Taurus has got heart for you. Taurus is trying to make things happen. They're staying positive. You've got some good energy already showing up, like somebody's trying to step up to the plate. Gemini, King of Swords. Right, so again, Gemini too, speaking their truth, stepping up to the plate. Now, sometimes this is the energy they're coming in, the King of Swords. I'm being real with you. I'm being truthful with you. Sometimes it hurts to hear the truth, and sometimes it feels really good to hear the truth. But either way, they're showing up to you, speaking the truth, right? So stepping up to the plate. Cancer, Three of Wands, right? Looks like there's some movement, progress happening behind the scenes. Looks like on the horizon, you could be connecting with, seeing some movement, connecting with the Cancer. Leo, Ace of Wands. Leo's got you on their mind. Leo is like, we are definitely, vibing, right? So there's potential for passion. Virgo, 10 of Cups. Virgo's like, I got nothing but love for you. Right? I love you. Right? Well, and also this could end up in a long-term relationship, but if anything, it says, I do want to be in a relationship with you. I do like being in a relationship with you, or miss being in a relationship with you. Libra, Eight of Swords. Right? Libra kind of feeling a little bit torn here, torn up, stuck, right? They have a lot of doubts and worry. They have a lot of durry, right? I was like, but you never know, right? The Eight of Swords, it shows that they're very confused. It shows that they're stuck in their head, and they may have other things going on, or a negative situation going on that keeps them stuck, right? And they feel, and they could have a fear of being stuck, right? Or fear of getting trapped. Scorpio, the Star card. Scorpio is, I'm not giving up on this connection. I still fantasize or dream about this, or I think about you all the time. Sagittarius, Page of Cups. Sag getting ready to open up and spill their feelings out. Capricorn, Page of Swords, got their eye on you, want to talk to you, want to make some plans. Aquarius, you got the Devil. Ooh, isn't that funny? That's not funny. But isn't that, when I was saying in the other, I said, if I pull that Devil, some of you Aquarius really got to come to terms with if you're dealing with the Devil or not, right? You've got to, that's just you cutting that shit out of your life. Pluto and Aquarius, dealing with your shadow shit, dealing with the Devil, dealing with, dealing with the bullshit or not, and saying enough. We are seeing here that you've got some stories going on. This is Aquarius with another Aquarius, right? But I was given that, because this came out when I said it in the other reading. I was like, if you're dealing with a Devil, all right, so it doesn't mean they're not there. There's a strong attachment between you and another Aqua. Pisces, the sun. So the sun's about to shine, all right, bringing life to a relationship with you and a Pisces. This could even be new romance, but it looks like let's have some fun, date, romance. All right, Pisces, 3, 9. Done with the devil. All right, Pisces. You made it. All right, Pisces. Let's see Pisces, the energy in Pisces. I just want to get a good shuffle, Pisces. All right, so let's see the energy you're in and the energy that's coming towards you. Who's coming towards you? All right, let's see. The Two of Wands. All right, so this is looking good already, Pisces. You know, this is the underlying current here, the Two of Wands, where you're standing at this doorway, anticipating what's next. Or am I getting ready to leave? Am I getting ready to go? I got a choice to make here. I got options. What's my options? All right, what's my options? All right, but you're feeling pulled. You're feeling very passionate about something. That's for sure. And you might be connecting to somebody as well, too, who's also feeling the same pull. Right, there could be some distance or travel in there, you know, that's coming your way, right? But this is, I got a choice to make, but maybe I need to find some, you know, closure here with the past and, you know, get ready to get on moving. And you got the Eight of Cups looking like travel. Some of you could be walking out of a situation and going with somebody new, saying, hey, let's go, right? And, you know, also this could be just travel. You and another person finally making some plans together. You know, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Let's go do our thing. So let's see your energy. You got the Knight of Swords, all right? So you're ready for some movement. But you could be thinking or assuming, right, with this anticipation that something's not going to turn out the way you want. You might be overthinking, overplanning, right? But this is making a choice, and you got the Nine of Swords. There it is. There's your challenge, right? You don't want to regret making the wrong move. You're hesitant, and you're anticipating the worst case scenario here. You're worried about something. Either, I'm going to try and tap into a couple different energies here, so just take what resonates. Either some of you really contemplating, I've met somebody, I want to meet somebody, I want to connect with this person, but I just don't want to go down the same path I've been down before, or I've got a headache at home and I'm leaving, see you later, you know, I'm out of here, right? But whatever it is, it looks as though you're ready to move on and do something, but guilt or shame or regret, you know, is on your mind, right? On your mind. So it looks like you're ready for some change. And maybe you just get into a point where you can't handle thoughts anymore or a situation anymore as well. So let's see the energy that's coming towards you. You've got the Six of Wands, right? So you got some good energy coming towards you. And we got the Justice card. So we got some real coming towards you. We got somebody here who is successful. We got somebody here that might be in the spotlight. So this could be somebody who focuses mainly on their work, you know, career, you know, they get a lot of attention. But it looks as though they're returning or coming towards you to get some of your attention. I got Libra energy and I got a Leo energy. You know, something's weighing on you, but you got something good coming towards you. And you're holding back for some reason. All right. Afraid to walk away from a situation, or afraid to check something out, or afraid to evolve or see where something goes. The Eight of Swords, you've got a lot of doubt. What does this person want with you? Who's coming towards you? We have a Seven of Pentacles, man. I want to see where things go. This person wants to make plans with you. This doesn't seem like a return. This seems like Pisces leaving. All right, so there's no, doesn't feel, this feels new. This feels like somebody who looking good, somebody who's successful, confident, and this is somebody who's ready to commit and invest. Pisces is the one that's dealing with some stress over here and has to make a choice, realizing they have options. So this person here is looking to make some plans with you. They've thought about the paths where this could go. They've thought about investing, you know, in long term. They've thought about this, you know, and it looks like they're ready for somebody to travel the path with them. They're looking for commitment. All right. So why is this happening? And what does Spirit want you to know? Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Your life could change. You're either having a hard time dealing with a situation, or you're struggling. Something's really, someone, you're fighting a no-win battle. You know, this could be a battle in your head. You're focusing on what could go wrong. The Five of Pentacles, you're often thinking about the negative aspects of a situation or something that you wish you could have done different. You keep trying to revisit or replay a situation that you could have said something different, did something different, or what did I do wrong, or what if this, what if that, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Or just somebody's trying to get your attention and you're over here going, but this could happen, this could happen, this could happen. You know, you just are overthinking a situation. And you've got somebody here who is got, like, you know, you show up, see, you're giving off an energy like this. You might not realize it if it's not your story, but somebody here is like, look, I'm ready. It's almost like as soon as you decide to open the gates and lift up your head, and, you know, you got an Ace of Wands here. You've got somebody here going, hello, because it looks like the spark's already been lit. You already have your mind on somebody. You're already very interested in somebody, and somebody's very interested in you. And either you're trying to talk yourself out of something, but it looks like you could be making plans with this person. All right, let's see what else and I have a Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. There's a lot of self-doubt here. You're dealing with a lot of self-doubt. You're dealing with a hard time, struggling with, I don't know, you're afraid this person's going to reject you, or have you been rejected in the past, and, you know, you just are Very defensive. You got a very defensive energy here for you on your side. Now, you guys can obviously switch it, whatever you want to do. But this is showing here that you just feel like you've got to defend yourself constantly. There's so much I want to tell you. It just feels like somebody here wants to confess their truth to you. Somebody here really is very passionate about you, all right? I feel you. Somebody really passionate about you. Somebody could be waiting. You might be dealing with another situation and somebody else. This is the energy that's coming towards you. You got a really good energy of somebody that it could be a very successful relationship. So let's dive in a little bit more with Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries through Pisces, the person that's on your mind. Let's see if I can get, I'm going to look at the energy they're in and see if I get a feeling, thought, or an action. All right, you got a King of Cups showing up here, Pisces. Here you are. You see the Neptune. This deck likes to show it as Pisces is the King of Cups. Aries, Queen of Swords. All right, so Aries, very attracted to you and looks like they want to converse with you, want to talk to you, want to settle things with you. Taurus, we're seeing 5 of Cups, so they're still kind of thinking, feeling bad or grieving what happened between the two of you. You could be dealing with a separation right now, so they're still kind of weighing things out and holding on to things, right? Not ready to let it go. Gemini, 8 of Swords. So it looks like a Gemini too is, you know, kind of in this energy of, I just doubt, I just don't know what. I feel like the energy between us is kind of negative. Cancer, 7 of Wands, very defensive energy. It feels like, you know, Cancer is always on guard, or they block you or they push you away. There's always a fight. Leo, 10 of Pentacles. Leo is like, you know, you're golden. I see a future with you. So it could be a Leo, that's 6 of Wands. There could be a new Leo coming into your life, but there could be a very successful Leo in your life. Virgo, 9 of Cups. Same thing. Virgo here saying, hello, Pisces. All right. You're the one that I see myself with. Libra, the Strength card. All right. So Libra too, very confident energy, very strong energy coming towards you. This bond is unbreakable. Well, it hasn't broken yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scorpio, Knight of Swords. All right, so there could be a defensive energy between you and Scorpio, but it looks like they're coming in to talk, to hopefully not argue, right? But it's happening fast. There's something changing quickly. Sagittarius, 8 of Pentacles. I really want to work on things. I want to see where things go between the two of you. Capricorn, 6 of Cups. You're all I think about, all right? I'm really thinking about sharing some memories with you. And then Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, the Sun card. All right, you make me happy. You make me happy. All right. And Pisces, we have the 4 of Pentacles. All right, so you're holding on to something out of fear. All right, but it looks as though you and another Pisces, you know, got to loosen up the grip a little bit. And you guys are not letting go of each other, but it is about loosening up the grip a little bit and seeing where things go. So there is potential there with you and Pisces. All right. I love you guys. We are done. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to awesome mods. And thank you to everybody who sends super chats. I appreciate you. Milan and JV sent 2 for Virgo and Scorpio. And Angel, Lisa, Romy, Gigi, you're Gigi. And Variance here. Thank you guys all. And Jay, we have a lot of members here. So keep in mind too, my membership, you don't have to stay committed to it, but you can go in anytime. I do energy checks over there, and I do a lot of cool things over there. And you never have to stay. You can come and go as you please. All right. But definitely check that out. I have a lot of goodies over there. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to finish up with Aquarius and Pisces, and I will also do Aries tomorrow, I believe. And I do have membership 3rd tier tomorrow. So thank you all for who hung out and was here. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you did enjoy, it does help the reading. And say happy birthday to Leo if you want to win a personal reading. All these things help my channel. And I do just hope you had fun. If you felt triggered, there's no need. Just have fun. All right. I love you guys. At least I'm just trying to get you to have fun. I'm not trying to trigger you. Take care, guys.